Hello and welcome back to Super Mystery Dungeon. I am happy, elated to report, in fact, that the story of the game has finally started.
Let's go!
It only took 17 in-game hours to do, but we're finally there. So I'm gonna pop.
Fine.
So I'm gonna pop a Coke. And we're gonna finally get to the actual interesting part of this game. I was thinking, because Grant, I know you weren't there for the Okami playthrough, but my ultimate summation of the Okami playthrough was that it's an incredible game that just lasts way too long. Like it overstays its welcome like 2 or 3 times over what it should.
Okay.
But I still have an extraordinarily high opinion of the game, right? Like I think the first third of Okami is like a fucking 9 out of 10, but then the second and third thirds fucking cut that in half every time, and I'm like, fuck. I think that this game might be the same, but in the opposite direction, where it's like it takes too fucking long to get there, guys. Like, come on, like you gotta work with me here. Oh, hold on. Wasn't it a, did we not do a, let's try this. Let's see if this one works. Yeah! Hello, Silver. Okay, we're live. Hello, Silveroon. Welcome back. I know. I'm so excited. Like the last thing that well, not even the last thing, but like one of the last things that happened in last week's session was like Latios and Latias were being chased by something, which is already insane because Latios and Latias fly at supersonic speeds, and then they like got petrified in the air and crashed to the ground, and like that's really. That's really fucking intriguing. Did you just say, let me back in?
Let me back in, coach!
What the fuck is your problem? Why can't you just stay in?
Put her in.
Put me in, coach.
I'm just gonna be fucking with all of my shit in the background and then force Zach to fix it. Again.
Oh no. I did a stupid... Never mind, hold on. You can play, keep going.
I'm gonna shit my pants in rage.
He's gonna shit his own ass.
I'm gonna shit my own ass. Okay, let me back in now. I'm gonna actually just ban you from stream. Goodbye.
Damn, she's gone forever.
Luckily, I have secret plays. I know I can be of assistance.
I mean,
I can do it.
You know what? Fuck you, Saba. I'm gonna rob you of something right now. I would like for everybody to everybody to congratulate Saba on making affiliate finally.
Let's go.
Thank you. I can't believe it either.
It only took roughly 2 years of consistently stealing my content in order to do so, but you know, that's fine. It's okay.
About 1/4 was my content specifically. The rest all Zach's. True.
I forgot how fucking good this song is.
True.
What does pinning messages mean, Zach?
I don't fucking know.
Do you know how these things work? You should be the expert, right? Because you've been here way longer than me.
I mean, I definitely know more than you do. Oh shit, she did crash Saba. Yeah, exactly. I mean, once again, like all jokes aside, I am extremely what the fuck? I'm extremely proud of Saba making affiliate, so now she can stop bitching at me to watch her stream while I am actively streaming.
No, I don't even have to watch my own stream either. Well, thank you, Raheem. Yeah, because I was looking for someone, and I don't know whether or not. Because I have Moobot. Moobot should have just gotten rid of the person's message because it was like the, you know, please, here's promotional stuff. And I was like, I would like to not have those things here for now. So.
I'm about to say, Moobot should, unless, you should double check to make sure you're still logged into Moobot.
Yeah. Should be. Like, I'm looking at it through Moobot, so.
Oh. I keep hitting... Sorry, I've been playing so much Demon Souls today that I keep hitting X You know, like a normal video game instead of circle.
What are you talking about? The DS doesn't have the circle button.
Fuck. Well, no, hold on. I established in lore that I patched my PS4 controller into my very legitimate 3DS, so this is all above board.
Established in lore.
Yeah. Why are you making that sound silly?
Yeah, of course.
I don't understand. Grant, how about instead of trying to get me arrested, how about you tell me how your week was?
I'm gonna say, let's see. Zach is definitely streaming this on a very extremely legitimate DS.
That's not what you did during your week.
That is true.
Yeah, it is.
True.
That is not what you did during your. You're a liar.
There. You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
I mean, week was fine. I got my flu shot today and my arm hurts.
Fair.
Oh, so what you're telling
fair.
me is you're gonna be sick again later.
No, don't. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not gonna happen. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yes. I have to be.
I have to be. I have too much work to do.
I gotta go to the DMV next week.
Not the DMV. You're gonna be waiting in a long line then. I'm sorry for you.
Surrounded by sick people.
I'll just be waiting.
No, even then you'll be in a long line because even though you made an appointment.
I know, it sucks ass.
Mikey, that would be very touching. I'm sure that Saba would appreciate you being her first sub.
I appreciate anyone doing anything.
You for free. It's not gonna be me.
No, you do. There's no pressure to do any of that. Don't you worry.
She actually. There's a lot of pressure. If you don't do that, she's banning you from her chat.
How dare you? I will say some
she
cool
told me
stuff.
this the other day.
I updated.
She sent me a Discord message and was
stuff.
like, I'm going to nuke Mikey from Orbit if he doesn't prime sub to me as soon as he can.
From Orbit.
How dare you? Anyway, we have now, what is it? Now my little tokens for watching my thing are called Blossoms. And it's my little Sakura flower. And I drew an emote.
She did draw an emote. That is true, actually.
I was afraid of Pokemon and them coming after me, so I made something to emulate something else. But right now it's not free because it doesn't allow me to make it free.
It's very presumptuous of you to think that Pokemon would notice you at all. But I do. But like even beyond Saba
in the long run.
Well, even beyond yes, because you're going to be doing this 4 years from now. Even beyond what you calls it, even beyond the idea of like, oh, I want to make sure I do this like different so that way the Pokemon company can't like sue me or whatever. It should be noted, I do think that your redraw of that emote is just good. Like I think it is just good.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't it almost would be a better narrative if you were just saying that it was a redraw instead of like an I didn't want to get arrested.
I didn't want to get. I can send you what it looks like, Grant. Well, I should first send you.
You can also just put it in the chat too, because you have access to all your own emotes, obviously.
Oh my God, Silveroon!
Did Silveroon just fucking sub to you?
Yeah! Oh my gosh!
You owe me 50% of that sub.
Oh my God! You guys didn't have to do that. I had a thing for it ready though.
Do that. It's very nice. Thank you very much, Silveroon. It's very touching. It's nice to have a good audience member.
Well, I really, you guys mean a lot to me. Thanks, guys.
All right.
I appreciate
on
having
the count of
chat
3.
with.
Everybody submit your report to get Saba's account banned. What the fuck do you mean? I was here before Silver was. Yeah, and the meteor that killed the dinosaurs was around longer than them too. It still ended them. Sorry to steal your thunder, Mikey. You know what I just thought of? I don't even know if this is the best time to bring it up, but how's the new job, Silveroon? I think it's been like, what, 2 months since you got the new job?
been 3 years.
It's been 6 years since you got your new job.
It's been 1 decade.
Oh, by the way, Silver, you have access to the new emote I made.
That is true.
Because I put it behind I put it behind like the first subscription thing. Because I don't have access to the other one, unfortunately. Tell me what you think of it. It should be available for you to see. It shouldn't be locked behind anything. I'm trying to find. Okay, so first of all, if we were not aware of what was it? If we weren't aware of the original picture that I wanted to put as an emote.
Why is it taking you this long to post the picture?
Oh, it's okay. Because I can't find it. Hold on.
Gone forever.
It's taking me a hot second. I have to open something. Oh, I think I shoved it in the trash. I'm not gonna lie. The picture of Eevee. Hold on. It's fine. Doesn't mean it's gone. It's fine.
That's you.
I will have to.
Dude, all these fucking fire types are gonna be the enemy.
Shoot.
Oh, Grant. Zach killed Grant's son. I have been murdering a bunch of Growliths. I am sorry, Grant.
Oh. My son!
My son!
My son!
My son is the shortened version of Mike Tyson.
Mike's son.
My son.
You skip so many. You skip so much in his name if you say it like that.
My son.
Hello? Weasel, are you okay?
Where is it? I am so dumbfounded on where it is right now. It's just gone.
Saba, are you brain dead? By now, you could have just Googled the image again.
I know, but it's like I was like, where did I put it?
Saba is.
Oh, there it is.
Saba is the absolute king of wasting her own time.
I know. I'm dumbfounded about where I have to go look and do things right now. Oh. Thank goodness for
Yes. The fuck does that do?
Google remembering what I typed. Okay, so this is what I was emulating, right? This is what the emote was that I wanted.
Okay.
Nice. And I think Silveroon, you know the. I'll post it. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Hold on. I'll post this as well in the. On air.
Mikey, you misunderstand. It's not that Saba isn't naming her files properly. It's that she thinks that her computer is magic. Saba genuinely believes that her computer is just a metal, like, rectangular prism
this is what
with
I made.
lightning inside. Like, that's what she thinks it is.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
I was like, cool. Eevee is relatively cat-shaped.
Not another
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
it
little
worked
cat
out.
thing. Once again, I do think the emote is good.
So.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm happy you have access to it, Silver. There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot of fire types. If only we had a water type on our team.
Well, thank God I'm not a fucking grass starter, dude. Jesus.
In this case, you may not be able to effectively fight fire with fire, but at the same time, I won't get as hurt as much anyway.
Don't fire spin, you idiot. Ow!
52 damage!
That's horseshit! Go, what the hell are you talking about?
He's dying. He's cringe!
Yeah.
He's cringe.
Fucking whatever, just use it on me. I'm gonna die anyway, because this Magmortar's just gonna use Flamethrower again. You motherfuckers need to kill somebody.
Somebody.
Somebody to love.
I was thinking it. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it.
Well, you're a better person.
I remember when I was I remember when I was a kid. I didn't realize that that was like a Queen song or whatever. I thought that was an original song for the movie Ella Enchanted.
Wow. I mean, yeah, it is in that movie.
Well,
because
so my sister used to like watch movie, like she would get DVDs and she would just like put them on while she was watching me when I was like a little kid. But every once in a while she would play a movie and my parents would be like, "You're never allowed to show our son this movie again." So like, for example, one of the things that she would show me all the time when I was like 3 or 4 was Jaws. And she would just, and she, because she fucking loved Jaws, and so she would just like, she would just have it, like, she would just like rewatch it multiple times per day. And so yeah, there was that. There was she had me watching, like, I mean, these are movies, but she had me watching like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Baywatch and shit, because that's what she was watching. No, but anyway, so when I got a little bit older, can one of these Magmars die, please? Like, am I stupid? I guess they are just using smoke screen every 2 seconds, so maybe that's why we're not doing any damage. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, so she would play Ella Enchanted all the time, and I kind of just assumed that Ella Enchanted was like a really popular movie since like fucking Jaws and like fucking she showed me Friday the 13th, and I knew that those were popular movies, right? So I kind of just assumed that
Ella Enchanted was too much. Like Ella Enchanted, the other stuff was.
What are you talking about?
Keep going. It's fine. Keep going.
Are you fabricating your own part of the conversation? I don't understand what you're talking about, Saba.
Keep going. Keep going.
Relating it to the Friday the 13th and stuff.
Well, right, but that's what I meant when I brought it up earlier. Of like, when I said like, because like I said, she would show me Jaws and Friday the 13th and Halloween and shit, and then like my parents would be like, "You're never allowed to show him that again." So eventually it kind of narrowed down, and then it's like, yeah, let's just watch Ella Enchanted for the 5th time this week. And it's like, okay, sure.
The 5th time. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so, like I said, long story short, like I thought that Find Me Somebody to Love was like just an original song for Ella Enchanted, not like a Queen song that they just licensed, which I thought was very funny.
That's interesting.
What was your reaction when you learned the truth?
Do you want to know how old I was when I learned the truth?
How old were you?
Okay, so it would have been the last year that I was working at the warehouse. So I would have been. When did I go to Cogswell? I went to Cogswell in 2017. So it would have been 2016, which means I was 19 years old.
Wow. Well, I mean, okay, it's not you're actively searching out the song, you know, but
well, because it was just like it was one of those things where it's like I never had a reason to believe otherwise, and I like Queen, you know, like that. Like I think like that was definitely after I started watching JoJo and stuff, where I had like a better appreciation of certain bands and stuff. So it's like, you know, I was familiar with Queen. It just like the wires never connected, and I thought that was funny. Silveroon and Mikey are like actually paying attention to this intense boss fight, whereas I'm just talking about whatever. Hey, at least Buizel now has all of his accuracy back, thank Christ. Can you Aqua Jet this motherfucker? Or you could just water gun him, that works too.
Or kill him.
Thanks, pal.
Just kill him.
Once again, I know I've been skipping through dialogue. Why were we on this island again?
I don't actually remember.
Yes,
Okay,
bitch. Slay. Why to stop putting up the grass bug Pokemon times 4 weak to fire? No.
No. Just trust.
Not suspicious. Scusi.
Grant, I like the direction you're going in, Grant.
I'm glad.
What is Grant doing?
Look at on air what I've been doing.
Oh, I was in the wrong channel. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Grant! No!
He's fallen to the dark side.
Put that if you haven't been, put those in the
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I love Ditto Eevee. That's so good, man. We're on this island because we found Latias Toned to Stone and a note saying it was Entei. But we
kind of met Entei, right?
We talked to Entei, and Entei was like, I don't fucking know. Right? Wasn't that the thing?
It's your guys' fault.
Yeah, it's your guy.
Yeah, Entei was like, you fucking did it.
And I'm like, no, I didn't. Do you want to go on a date?
No.
You want to go on a date? Oh, wow.
Dude, did you see his mustache? To the top.
Falls into
Are you
lava.
wait? What the fuck do you mean? This gets more lava-y the higher up you go. I guess that's kind of how a volcano works, but it's usually like not until you get into the crater, right?
Do you think I know lava?
Yes.
Who goes
It's Groudon.
No, it should be Entei.
I hope it's Groudon.
Yeah, it's Entei.
Fuck!
idiot, dumb.
You're wrong.
Be great if I did another boss fight right 2 in a row.
If Entei's part cat, you should just use Breezel like a spray bottle. Down.
You're
Bad
such
cat.
an asshole. No, Sabi, you can't spray Entei. That's ×4 effective.
He'll die!
And that's why it'll be perfect to listen to now.
Sabi, that's just cruel. You're supposed to spray
Sabi,
water in your
that's just
cat's face because
cool.
it's annoying.
So that's
Well, he's
cool. You should
threatening
do that.
us. Okay, come on. He's
Did you
threatening us.
guys ever hear? I don't know if this is true. I just remember hearing it a while ago. Did you guys ever hear about the idea that the reason why a spray bottle is supposed to work is that it's supposed to like impersonate when the mama cat hisses at the baby cat and like the little flecks go on the baby? Did you ever hear that?
I don't know
Little
if
flex.
that's true. I just know that spraying water in someone's face upsets them.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I remember hearing that.
Oh
and I
my
was
god,
like,
he's dead!
No, he's fine. Weasel is actually a legendary Pokemon.
Oh, I
Oh.
forgot about that.
Wow,
Wait, are we
Breezel's
actually
just
gonna do
I'm
a
gonna
boss
take
fight
you
in a
out.
row?
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Also, Weasel, you're fucking dead. That guy has has enormous
Buddy,
fucking
you
base
just-
stats.
Cuts to him
Legendary.
Dead.
Did you overestimate the strength of your matchup against me? Water versus fire. This is
Weasel
Pokemon,
is the
motherfucker. Base stats matter.
I forgot he was Hulk Hogan.
Carelessness and overzealousness are your weakness, brother. You guys remember that commercial where it's like
I finish you off, Dan.
You remember that commercial where it's Hulk Hogan riding on a motorcycle, and in the background of the shot of one of the shots, it's a dude throwing his dog into a river.
Yeah. Was that a commercial or was that like a show? I don't know what that's from.
I want to say I thought it was a commercial. I might be wrong though.
I have no idea, but it's hilarious.
Hey Greg, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you go to
This kid.
YouTube and look up oh no, our table, it's broken?
Oh no, our
Oh no!
It should
It's
be
broken.
like a 30 to 50 second long video.
Oh. I think I've seen this one. Hold on, I'll put it in. There we go.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Oh, the brick thing. What did they expect was gonna happen
Hold
here?
on. I gotta listen to this sound, dude.
This is gonna make them
Okay,
Go ahead, King. This is gonna make them easy.
let's listen.
Oh no!
I'll listen to
Our
it too.
table! It's broken!
First of all, where did she get the bricks from?
So
Okay, that's what
I want
wanna
to point
know.
out that the reason why they did this was because he already posted it. Thank you, Grant. The reason why they did this, because if you look, they're actually balancing shit on eggs, and it was for like a school assignment. Apparently, it was supposed to be this thing of like, look how like if you don't do like sharp impact, an egg can hold an enormous amount of weight. And straight up, the assignment was how much weight can an egg take. And so that's where, I don't know, you know, whatever. People get bricks from somewhere, I don't know. But, like, that was literally their assignment, was to stack up as much weight as possible onto an egg to see how much it could handle. They were just stupid enough to do it on top of a glass table.
Well, okay, that's the thing. I'm okay, the kid, whatever. Excuse me, parents, why would you do that on the table? I hope they were smart enough to know that that's not good. You know?
What the fuck, Entei? Jesus.
It's almost like he's a legendary Pokemon.
No, but I mean, it's him just
it's like he wanted to try to take you out.
That's gonna hurt.
Date.
Never mind. I'll take that, sure. I'll quick attack you. I'll force palm you. That didn't take 3 PP, right? That only took the 2. Man, it's kind of nuts that they did 2 boss fights in a row.
Yeah.
I never would have expected that, genuinely. Sure thing it's a good thing I didn't evolve, that is true, because then I'd be fighting Steel and this would fucking suck.
Let's save that.
Oh. You don't even have to kill him?
Like I said, we just had to, you know.
Is that all your
Spray him a
power,
little
brother? Hey, are there any Pokemon types that aren't half effective against themselves? I know normal is like regular effective against normal, but is there anything else?
Wait, what do you mean?
So like
Hey,
fire...
Roxy's trying her best.
So like a fire type move hitting a fire type Pokemon deals half damage because it's resistant, I think, right? It's not very effective.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
and I think water is
element
the
against
same.
itself. Yeah.
Go for the eyes!
Gouge his eye.
Gouge his eyes!
Gouge his eyes.
I was just wondering if there's any other, because like if a fighting type move hits a fighting type Pokemon, I think it's normal damage, right?
I mean, that makes sense because fighting is just like physical.
Your
prowess,
end will
right?
come
Some
first.
element of
Is he
it.
just a murderer? What the fuck are you doing? Dragon is weak to itself. Thanks. So isn't Ghost.
No, that is true.
I knew that. That's fair. You know what? Given the phrasing of my question, that's a legitimate answer, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, that's so funny. I love the idea of Ghost being strong against Ghost and Dragon being strong against Dragon, because that's just cool, right? Like the idea that the only thing that can kill a dragon is another dragon is pretty fucking sick.
I like Entei being like, "Calm yourselves, it'll be all over."
What the fuck was that?
I will kill you.
Was that like the belly button of the world tree? What the fuck was that?
It's a tree.
The eye.
This is where Xerneas is gonna come forward and stab Entei in the skull.
What's happening?
Your Harmony scarf. What the fuck? What Harmony? Oh, the
This
Harmony
scarf
scarf that we
is
got.
resonating?
Yeah, that was the one that you gave us as like a friendship thing. Yo, we're gonna fuse.
Oh my gosh, the power of friendship?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, how the fuck did you just pronounce Xerneas? Isn't it Xerneas?
Oh shit!
Wait, what? What?
You evolved!
What's happening?
Fucking Paw, dude!
What the shit?
Oh my
How
god!
did you
I can't believe God just snapped his fingers and turned us into furries.
He turned us into adults, apparently.
Also,
yeah!
like, you jumped 2 evolutions.
This
I
is
know!
awesome. Toku did you evolve into? Wait, do
You
both
look
of these
awesome.
Pokemon have Mega Evolutions? Delphox doesn't,
I have the
right?
middle one.
What?
I have the middle one.
Delphox
You only
doesn't have a
2,
Mega
I think.
Evolution, right? Delphox never got one?
No.
Mega Evolution? No.
Yeah,
I don't
Lucario
think
did,
so.
because obviously Lucario would.
Yeah.
Lucario's cool.
Wait, what the? This is. What the fuck are you talking about? This
Oh
better
no,
be.
Zach, you evolved. Now you're weak.
No!
Tim.
It's okay. My base stats will make up for it.
Okay.
Also, when Lucario evolves, aren't I supposed to just learn Aura Sphere like immediately? Isn't that like a thing? I can feel the power flowing through me.
I don't get it. So were we? I feel like we're gonna turn back into kids after this, but it's like,
we
what's-
better
why?
turn back into kids after this. Also, I want to say that this is kind of horseshit because we were definitely kicking his ass even before we evolved.
Kick his ass.
Boom! Oh my god! I paralyzed the shit out of him. I'm so sorry. Oh my god! We're fucking annihilating him.
Too hard.
Boom! Oh.
Oh.
My status as a legendary Pokemon made me recover from my status early. Whoa, look at my health! I was at 55 earlier, I think, or 60.
We've ascended. That's what's happened.
I'm gonna bite the shit out of this Entei.
Your
What?
mouth is actually physically bigger, you know, so it makes sense. Oh, he's just dead. Okay. Wow.
Good
We bullied
God.
this man. We bullied him. He's just dead.
Oh! Fucking stop! He's already dead. We have to de-evolve, right? Oh, thank Christ.
What
can't-
the
Like,
fuck?
I went from being on 2 legs back to 4 legs. This is weird.
Grant,
I was bipedal
Grant,
for
just
5
remember,
seconds.
all right? As long as you wear your Harmony scarf with your childhood best friend, when the guy comes up to you and forces you into his van, you will transform into an adult version of yourself where you can kick his ass and then you just go right back.
Yes.
That
That's
won't
pretty
help me. I'll
easy.
still be just as short.
Yeah, but he'll be less interested in you because you're an adult now.
Okay. Well, I guess that's something.
Hello, F. Ross.
I should have known it was you guys. And Tay's like, and I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling
Mawile,
kids.
what are you talking? Mawile, you're a steel type. Fuck you.
Get out.
Mawile use Protect, which it can learn. Now I can ride that huge roller coaster at Disney. Oh man. Do you think
Yeah,
that? Do you think they would
get
do?
it.
Do you think they would do that if we lived in a society where there were certain individuals that walked on all fours? Do you think they would still measure your height from like palm to shoulder, just to fuck with you?
I mean,
Sorry,
even
buddy,
if they
not
like
tall enough.
walked on all fours, they could just stand like for while they're measuring, I guess,
I guess that's hypothetically
and then
true.
go back down.
I wanna imagine that Token and Roxy have a full magical girl transformation with the evolution. We kind of got that for like a second there.
There was,
Barging into your
what
domain.
is it, lights and rainbow lights happening. So you know, I would say it's pretty close. Silverun.
These recent incidents are quite troubling.
So, Entei has a misconception that we did something to Latios.
Yes, because he saw them falling out of the sky, showed up and saw that we were there. Now, the thing, once again, that I don't quite understand is I think we might have just went to this island to ask Entei, like, hey, what was up with that? Oh, yeah, Buizel!
Oh, he's still dead.
Oh, Lord's got
Damn,
his
the guy
shit pushed in.
deposed.
Oh, God.
Suddenly, I was looking like onto what is it like Tolkien. I was taller than him.
Is Delphox is fire psychic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's fire psychic, water dark, grass fighting, I think.
Fighting.
Right? Yeah.
So he thought 2 children managed to knock the living equivalent out of the SR-71 Blackbird out of the stratosphere.
Right, left. They said that weird. Shouldn't it be period, and then 2 commas?
Left,
right, left. Thank you very much, Raheem. I appreciate you saying I smell like flowers. Can you look up real quick how much Swirlix weighs for me?
I will do it. Hold on.
Oh.
Bye, Raheem. Goodbye.
7 pounds. 7.7 pounds.
It weighs 7 pounds?
Very dense. He's very dense cotton candy.
That was gonna be my thing. I was gonna be like, he gotta weigh like next to nothing, right? And with that, the field trip comes to a close. Wait, so are we kids or are we adults?
Yeah, so
Wait.
we call fighting like a god Pokemon or legendary Pokemon as just, a field trip. Is that what this is?
They literally called it our first expedition, right? Wasn't that the whole point?
Are we?
Little do you know that they've been following along behind us and hiding behind rocks just so we don't see them.
Fucking apparently.
Well, Entei, can you hear me?
We'd like to eat lunch before heading home.
Do what thou wilt. Yay!
And they all get up immediately. Turns out Swirlix ate all the food.
What is Amphiros's personality exactly?
In this,
nervous,
like a clumsy. Oh, like someone who has the appearance that they're clumsy or dim-witted, but in reality they're very capable. But they're still clumsy.
Silvermoon says himbo.
Yeah.
I guess so. Because once again, like Wigglytuff is like obviously the metric to meet here, right? And Wigglytuff was like never seemed like he really took anything seriously and was very goofy all the time, but then just his innate talent and like kindness like really held through. And I like Ampharos so far, but I'm a little confused as to like what his actual deal is, I guess. I don't know. I'd imagine Silvermoon said something earlier. So he thought 2 children were not
I said that aloud, but yeah.
What, the SR-71 thing?
Yeah, like so Entei thought 2 kids managed to knock out the living equivalent of an SR-71 blackout out of the Blackbird out of the stratosphere. Blackout. Neither child having the ability to fly themselves. You're right, Entei. The logic makes sense. Truly.
Ooh.
Oh, come on! We used the power of the tree once, and now it's getting corrupted.
Oh shit! It's Adrian.
Yes,
it is me.
Quick, everyone act like we weren't talking about him.
Adrian.
Today is the last weekly day. I had to leave the house for like 2-3 hours to deal with the Orkin guy spraying roach spray to attract more bugs in my house.
Not the roaches.
The Orkin guys are evil and they are putting more bugs in my house.
In crates. They're having them delivered.
They're actually spraying a reproductive pheromone that attracts them for miles around.
Oh, God. Once again, looking at what is it? Delphox's like body, I was just like, she's just a tall lady. At least looking at what is it like?
She's a tall lady with big hair.
Yeah, but then looking at oh my god, my brain's just not working. Lucario, looking at Lucario's still like his feet are different, right? Because he still has like
Lucario is a
more animalistic feet.
You can't like
that
is a
saying saying that, Zach still admits that it's more animalistic than just it's a lady with big hair.
I mean, not by a whole lot, I would say.
Buy enough, Zach. My brain works every Monday morning at 12, and then that's it. That 1 minute my brain works, and then it ceases.
Let's get back to our regular jobs. Okay, great, cool. Love it.
Ooh.
What do you got for me? Well, I mean, if we're going back to just regular, like, mission grinding, I guess now we can banter.
Banter.
Let's see. Topics.
Zach, I know, threw some stuff in.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who throws stuff in.
No. Wait, no. Did we talk about this one? Adrian's transferring save data to a new game?
We did, and Zach never removed it.
My bad. I couldn't remember if we did.
I'm pretty... mixed reviews because it works. It works fine on my machine.
Did I spell it wrong?
Because
it works fine.
Because it works fine. No,
fine.
it's supposed to be because it works fine on my machine. I don't remember exactly what game it was that had just recently came out that inspired this banter topic, but there was like a thing where, God, it was like I'd have to look at Steam because it's still relatively new. But anyway, there was a game that came out that immediately fell to mixed reviews because on a lot of people's computers the game ran like dog shit, just flat out, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like this really interesting thing where it's like there was a subgroup of people, about like 40% of people, the game worked totally fine on their system, or at least to the point where they didn't really notice any problems, or at least didn't really care. And so they were giving it positive reviews, and then the people that it's like, this game doesn't even run, were giving it negative reviews. And so the whole point of this banter topic was just like, I think that's valid, because obviously you're allowed to make a review based on your experience, right? But when like 60% of reviews are citing that the game has like technical issues, I don't think you can say stuff like, oh, everybody else is just being a hater. Right? I don't know. Maybe you guys agree, maybe you guys don't. But I was just thinking of it because it was like, I don't know. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me that there were so many reviews of people being like, oh, they just don't get it. Actually, it might have been Payday 3. Now I think about it, I'm not super sure though.
I mean, all I have to say is that, like, I don't know, it feels like gameplay, as far as, like, what the intention is, doesn't matter if you can't get to that part in the first place. You know, optimization is dying art, I hear.
I mean,
it's 130 gigabytes and no one's complaining about it.
What is?
Baldur's Gate 3.
It is true. No one is complaining. Well, because you could see where it all goes, right? Whereas like the fucking the fucking games as a service Call of Duty game, whatever that one's called, I think they just moved on to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is the new games as a service that they're supporting. But the like that game is something insane, like 98 gigabytes or something like that, and it's like, why? And it's like, oh, well, because you have to preload all of these like super HD textures in every skin, every game that you launch. And it's like, yeah? You sure?
I mean, I can tell you, as a person who has about 300 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, I think that I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed in the amount of content they have, frankly.
I think you're a little psychotic, but you're allowed, I guess.
I mean, here's the deal, right? I would say that, like, Baldur's Gate 3 has... I would say it has a similar amount of content to Baldur's Gate 1, except for the eponymous city, Baldur's Gate. You go there and you can't even visit half the city.
Okay, I will say that I do feel like that is an appropriate criticism. I think that's like mostly fair. I will say from my personal experience, I thought even what they did have of Baldur's Gate was too much, and I stopped playing.
Oh my goodness.
And by Baldur's Gate, I mean like the city.
Right,
So-
I don't know. I mean, it's just they literally just gate you from like half the city, and they specifically. I mean, that's the thing they went back when they're like, you can visit all the city, and then you can't. It's like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
If you're told like you can visit all the city and then it's like psychs, it's just a little.
Here's the deal, right? I have about 300 hours in the game, and you say psychotic. I say that my criticisms are well researched.
Adrian's like, I have
extremely
invested
fair.
too much to not
I've
get
beaten the
everything
game
out of the
3 times. I feel like anything that I have to say is like, comes from a place of experience, if nothing else.
Deep
No.
Wrong.
How many hours have you played, Grant?
Very loud, incorrect buzzer.
You know what? You're right, Grant. I think your opinion supersedes mine. What
I mean,
if
it
you
says
played
that- it
Baldur's
says
Gate
that
for
on
300
your
hours,
contract,
but
Adrian.
Grant said 2 hours?
2 hours.
It says that directly
What if
on
they
your
had-
contract. Literally anything Grant says supersedes anything you say.
It's
True.
true.
This is because, as
Should
in
have read
all
the fine
media, the
print.
Japanese are more important than the Vietnamese.
Incredibly true.
Ooh.
Incredibly correct. Did you guys see that article that was really funny? Where, God, I want to say it was like watching in post, which already means that it's like a little washed up or whatever. But I love the article just for the headline of fucking like 50 to 60-year-old Americans are retiring to Vietnam for good healthcare and affordable cost of living. And I was like, I don't know, man.
I did see that.
That obviously it's a little charged there, but at the same time it's like that's really fucking funny, dude.
Vietnam stays winning. Hey, I gotta ask.
You do not have
And
an
this
ass.
is-
I lived with you.
No, I gotta
Damn.
ask. I got one off someone else.
Easy.
They
Oh,
got
okay.
one.
You procured
found
it.
it.
one. Oh,
Call me
okay,
Ghost
okay.
Bitches. We got one. Has anyone in their comedy special, perhaps a right winger or someone who doesn't like the media, has anyone called Washington Post the washed up Post? Speaking of the thing that you said that I'm stealing.
That's incredible, Adrian.
Jeez.
You truly are
I
a
will
comedy
say-
genius.
I will say, I don't know how much any of you watch Trump. I try not to, but sometimes things slip through the cracks towards me. And he said 2 things that I thought were really fucking funny lately, and I wanted to see if you guys had heard these. He was giving a speech on stage, and he was talking about like foreign relations, and he was like, and Europe, they don't like to hear this, but us, the US, that's us. And then he stops like, you know what? They don't like to hear me talk, but I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it. I don't think anyone's ever said that. Us, the US, that's us. They call us because we're the US.
Oh right, this is. I saw a Reddit post.
It's us.
I saw a Reddit
It's
post
us.
where somebody was like, "Yeah, Donald Trump just figured out how to spell U.S. for the first time," and I didn't know what they were talking about.
I was gonna say, it was
That's
like,
us.
yep,
Oh
Don,
my
you did it.
goodness.
No, you're the first one. What
You're the first one to
breakthrough.
figure that out.
To figure out
What a
to
revelation.
figure out that certain words are spelled the same. Good job.
Big brain.
There was also a moment where he was on stage where he was
That's
like
us.
complaining about how he's been indicted for 4 billion crimes, and it's slowly catching up to him.
He did
Like the
everything right,
snail.
and they indicted him.
Yeah, but then there was a part
Oh my
where he was
God, wait
like,
a minute.
and you know what?
Pause?
Another reason those judges and those jurors didn't like me. He's like, another reason they don't like me. I'm too handsome. I'm just very handsome and
I'm
very
very
jealous.
But I mean, that's the thing. That's what his followers eat up. They love shit like that, you know.
And it's just like come on, man, look at you. Like, I mean, he wasn't handsome in his prime. Like,
He's never been.
he's never been handsome, so I don't know where. It's just like, it's
I
just
do
so
handsome.
much proof that he's. I don't know. The way that his mind is deteriorating is just he's going into an infinite spiral of self grandeur, and it's just, if I don't laugh at it, I cry at it. You know.
Yeah,
glad you're
it's better
starting
to
now.
laugh then.
But yeah, I don't know. Just two things about Trump that I thought were kind of funny.
Two things about Trump. He did everything right, and then they indicted him.
And then they indicted him. Those are the two things.
Yeah. That's all I
Very
know about him.
difficult. I don't want to go to a very difficult dungeon. What the fuck?
I did
Don't.
everything right and they indicted me.
What if I
They indicted me.
What if I go to? What if
So
I?
much
Okay,
emphasis.
give me a second. I'm gonna make a save state on my very legitimate DS.
I'm not seeing any of this. This is all DS screens you're looking at, guys.
Well,
of
what do you want
course.
me to do, Saba? You're the one who bitches about Discord streaming.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to help you. Man, he's losing it. He's letting it go. I thought this was what a shame.
Hold on. There you go. I
looking
should probably
through-
switch out number 3 since it's a special attack looplet.
I've been looking through Pathfinder First Edition content, which I don't recommend for anyone with a normal brain because it's an old system. But it has feed bloat, as in there were a ton of like companion material for varying adventures or one shots or just whatever, and pretty much everything that's not in a big like paper bound like hardcover book from PF1 has no balancing whatsoever, and there's just like, yeah, it's cool and thematic, let's put it in. And you see feats sometimes.
Why do they have a cobblestone stage bridge? Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say that
I like
I
the way you
keep
think
seeing
so,
this
Lauren.
one feat pop up, and it's called elongated cranium.
Oh.
And keep in mind, this is supposed to be a thing that you can take to power up a character along the lines like power attack or like extend spell. Elongated cranium.
Yeah.
Don't know about that.
It makes your head long.
The basic premise is that it
Some
gives you a
head
charisma penalty in exchange for an intelligence penalty. And
Damn.
It gives you the charisma penalty. I know you. I'm 90% sure you just misspoke, but I love the idea of exchanging a charisma penalty for an intelligence penalty. It smushes your brain and makes you uglier. Oh
I mean,
my
it might as well.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
god, I love the idea of that.
I mean,
there was I've talked about this before where it's like I do find it very interesting when people have to come up with clever ways, because like once again, you might be playing a character, but oftentimes the character will have attributes that you as a person don't, and that might be really hard. And then it might be really hard for you to like it might be really hard for you to have for you to embody like a 15 charisma character. So the idea of like, oh, you have to come up with some sort of like, not even workaround, but just like some sort of like redirection of that. Because like just by like having high charisma doesn't necessarily mean that you're just like a smooth talker. It could also mean that you're just like a really adorable little guy, or it could mean, you know, whatever. And I do like the idea of your really high charisma score being people pitying you. of like you look so pathetic.
I like that.
I'm like, you look so pathetic.
Yeah, where was Mikey's woo? It would have been perfect, the sound effect.
Did it not play? Let me see.
No, it did not.
It wasn't mechanical, but I explained to one of my friends that one of my characters, who's like this dwarf guy, who's extremely uncharismatic, but also is the tank of the party. It's not mechanical, but I told him that I roleplay him in a way that tries to draw aggro by being pitiable in a way that makes the enemy not want to spare him, want to put him out of his misery.
Did it play?
Just fucking kill him.
Can someone tell me, did it play?
No.
If I can, ooh, I just set it to resend.
Zach, you saying it out loud it didn't work. No.
You should.
I heard
record
that
yourself
one.
saying
Fuck you.
ooh.
Oh, it showed up now. I didn't hear it, but it showed up. I see it.
You can't lie to me. You can only lie to me for so long before I finally catch on.
Only once.
How about we do that as like a
Twice.
creative exercise for the next little bit? What
just
if
lie to
we
each
what if
other?
we tried to come up with like alternate ways of conveying the 6 basic stats beyond like the obvious? Because I will say my favorite suggestion for like a high charisma character to this day was when I was talking about potentially making like a D&D campaign with my aunt and uncle, and my aunt was like, she wanted we were talking about whatever, and she was like, oh, I'd love to play a high charisma character, and I was like, well, are you sure? That means you're probably gonna have to like talk really good or whatever. And she, on like completely independent of anything, on her own, made the connection of just give me a huge ass. And that would be her character's high charisma
nice.
score. And I'm like, you know
Disney
what?
Pixar strat.
That's pretty good.
Hey, it doesn't have to be my words that does all the talking.
This is only
True.
tangential, but on the topic of Pathfinder First Edition extremely esoteric, annoying feats, I wanted to also just point out a feat that, like, it's just like, it's not hard for the character to use, it's hard for the player to use, but it is very useful. And it's, I don't know, the premise is sacred geometry, but the amount of math you have to do to use this feat, like, out of character, basically makes it unusable to the point where people have developed, like, web calculators to make it usable. But if you are able to use it, it is genuinely useful. And the description for it is so long, it's basically a full page of text, and I want to just share this for people to take a glimpse
Right.
at and
Okay,
just
give me a
try to
second,
wrap your
give me a
minds
second.
around.
Sacred geometry.
It has its own table of, like, prime constants for how you affect your spells. I don't know.
Fight-
Just, I
Fight
glanced at this
Owen's
thing and
Cancer Mega Bundle? Is this what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
that's what I got.
Is that what I got? Yeah.
yeah, scroll down.
All
But
right.
Let's go
You
down.
can
saw
use
someone
your
write-
mathematics prowess to add meta magic effects to your spells without using a higher level spell slot. The prerequisites are 13 intelligence, knowledge and engineering of at least 2 ranks. Is this Pathfinder 1 or 2?
This is Pathfinder 1, and I
Okay.
should say, I feel
I
it
gotta
feels
read
more
the,
like it
I
requires
gotta read the
intelligence
thing.
17.
I gotta read the thing.
And, I mean, it's long. I don't
I
expect you to
will
read the
read
whole
it out
thing.
loud. When you take this
Okay.
feat, select 2 meta magic
No.
feats you do not yet have. When casting a spell, you can perform the steps below to spontaneously apply the effects
Spontaneously combust.
of either or both of these meta magic feats, as well as any other meta magic feats you have, to the spell without expending a higher level spell slot. Using a feat in this way increases the spell's casting time to... What the fuck? Casting time to the casting time it would take for the character, where a sorcerer or bard, applying quicken spell or meta magic effects negates the increase in cast time, but still contributes to the modified spell's effective spell level. You can take this feat more than once, blah blah blah. When casting a spell using sacred geometry, first determine the effective spell level on the modified spell you're attempting to cast.
My brain's already hurting.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
We're not even to the actual math of it yet.
I can tell. Okay. Effective spell level. What the fuck? Prime constants. I'm looking at the table. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. For example,
My dogs
my
are
God.
pissed at this math.
for example, suppose a wizard wants to add the enlarged and empowered effects to the magic missile he just casts. He adds the total level increases of the meta magic effects to that spell level 2 for empower, +1 for enlarge, +1 for magic missile, for a total of 4. So the effects
I'm zoning out.
so the spell's
Yeah.
effective spell level is 4. The wizard refers to the prime constant tables and determines that the prime constants for that effective spell level are 31, 37, and 41. Since the wizard has 5 ranks of knowledge, he rolls 5d6. The results of his dice pool are 6, 6, 4, 3, and 1. He then performs the following operations to give rise to one of the prime constants he needs. 6 times 6, in parentheses, plus 4 minus 3, in parentheses, times 1, for a total of 37. Note that he could also combine the numbers as follows to get a result of 41.
Just
Okay.
kill me!
I want to point out that is actually insane. but I get it, and that actually seems really cool. That does seem genuinely psychotic, though.
Imagine being so much of a grognard that you're like, okay, this spell requires me to do a lot of math, but I'm gonna use it because it's actually pretty useful.
The idea of like having to essentially.
See, Jimmy, I told you you'd need to know calculus in the future.
Well, that's it. Well, it's not. It's just basic. It's like literally you just refer to a table and then you do basic arithmetic. It's not actually that bad. But the thing that, like, I don't know, makes me go cuckoo bananas for this
Mikey, we'll get
is the idea. We'll get there in a fucking second. The part that makes me go cuckoo bananas about this is the idea of getting to use. Oh, hey, there he is. Wait, no, he's the ghost type. He's gonna walk through a wall.
Get him!
Allows you to do meta magic for free. You know, that's the part that is like really cool. Anyway, so since we don't name other Pokemon in this game, can we consider this Raichu to be Obo from EOI? I literally said that. I literally already said that, Mikey. Were you giving me guff about a joke that I already said?
I mean, it is. I feel like it's not like the issue is not that doing arithmetic is hard. The issue is that you have to get to one of the prime constants, any of the 3 prime constants, using dice the results of dice that you roll and formulate an equation. That's the hard part.
I understand.
And imagine someone shows up at your table, has this, and they're like, all right, it's my turn. I'm gonna roll for my sacred geometry. And then they spend 30 minutes. They spend 10 minutes doing that, and that has already killed them. I've already fallen asleep.
I'm not gonna lie. Just from like on a personal note, I will say that if I was playing or DMing for a Pathfinder game, and one of my players sat down and said, "Give me 1 second, I gotta do my sacred geometry," I would throat chop them immediately.
Right, because I mean, yes, the speed is fucking. Oh my god. I think I might have explained this once before, but I had an in-joke with my friend where, because of me trying to learn all the Pathfinder 1E feats, of which I've already explained there are many of them, and many of them are fucking absurd, and a lot of them are completely unbalanced, I genuinely had a dream after an entire night of scrolling through all of these, and the dream was so realistic that I woke up the next morning and asked my friend, hey, I can't find more, but do you have to use both hands feat? Because I thought that was a real feat.
Both hands.
Because that sounds like a Pathfinder 1E feat, but it's not.
That's pretty good. I like that a lot.
My friend had to desperately explain, no, that's not a real feat. That came from your dream. You don't need a feat to use both your hands. And I was like, I believe it. What do you think use both hands would do?
I think that use both hands would allow you to. It would allow you to dual wield, or it would allow you to do like two-handing a singular weapon. Otherwise, in universe, any action you're doing is with at least one hand at a time, or sorry, at most one hand at a time. So it's like if you have like a burger, if you have a burger and you're going to take a bite out of it, canonically your character, if they do not have the use both hands feat, they are holding this big burger with one like hand and eating it as it like falls all over the place.
You have to roll a sleight of hand to keep it intact, or a strength check to grip it forcefully.
No, you definitely do not want to grip it that forcefully.
God, now I'm thinking of gripping food with Force Twitter again. Hang
no,
on,
God damn it! I had just recently forgotten about that Twitter. Don't fake out Obo. He saved the world, you know.
Oh man, speaking of fucking gripping burgers with Force. One of the first things on their page now.
Oh God.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hate this fucking Twitter, man.
Hey,
Rush
the dent in the head, Mikey, heads recover after a while. We just kept on inflating it, so it fixed itself.
Inflating it
with his ego.
Oh, purple is speed. Okay. Mikey, you gotta calm down, all right? Adrian's been going on and on about feet. Now Saba's talking about inflation. Like, you can't, like, you gotta keep that shit out of my chat, okay?
Oh no.
Yes, Grant. Silver says I am concerned.
I'm just scrolling through gripping.
I am the concerned.
Hell yeah.
What about the topic that I wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about, like, hey, what do you guys think about, like, you know, alternate ways of you? Don't grip that cat with force.
Oh my god.
Alternate stats, as in like names to them.
Well, no, not alternate stats. Alternate ways of like portraying a common stat. Like I said, like having a big ass being like high charisma or whatever.
You want to know something funny, Zach?
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something funny anyway. There's a series called Problem Sleuth that basically did that exact thing, where they replaced strength and like constitution with vim. They replaced charisma with pulchritude, and then they replaced intelligence and wisdom or whatever with imagination. And the writer of this series, this webcomic, it's none other than Andrew Hussey, which means this is Homestuck partially, which means you made a Homestuck reference, Zach.
Shut the fuck up! This motherfucker hasn't been on stream for fucking weeks! Almost a month, I think! And then the first time he comes back, he accuses me of making a fucking Homestuck reference!
In fact, I went about it more obliquely because also Homestuck does that exact thing too.
No!
Oh.
Good.
God damn it.
Zach is a known Homestuck fan.
I am not.
True.
I am not. You can't
There's two things about
God
Zach,
damn
is
it,
that he
Grant.
loves Homestuck and hates JoJo.
That's like saying that you saying that is the internet equivalent of you being like, oh yeah, by the way, did you know that his like stepmom was like a member of the KKK? Like what? You know? And this is where Gobo kicks from the call. You need to understand, Mikey, that there have been many times where I wish I could just kick Grant, Saba, and Adrian independently of each other from the call. But then I very quickly come to the realization of like, if I do that, I would just be streaming alone, and that would kill the channel like overnight because I just would never come back.
Funny bit.
Anyway, Homestuck has a thing called Man Grit. It's basically strength. But yeah.
You don't know, man.
That was fun.
It wasn't actually. I think you're
So
wrong.
much fun.
Aside from
oh yeah, can I tell you something that's kind of like insane that's been happening in North Carolina recently?
Here it is.
So 3 nights ago, it was fucking 31 degrees outside, right? Like 3 nights ago, it was 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which is crazy cold, right? Today, it got up to 86, and tonight it's supposed to be 81. That's fucking that's a 3-day difference between these things. And fucking starting Tuesday of next week, which is October, or which is Halloween, in fact, the last day of October, it's supposed to go back to being like 60s every day for like the rest of November. And I'm like, what the fuck? Wasn't that the whole point of my parents moving down here? Was they were like, oh, the weather's like nice and consistent. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? Welcome to the 2020s.
No,
global warming isn't real.
Was that
because it's cold sometimes.
Hold on, was that fucking Nusleaf?
Oh my god, he's alive.
Did I read? What the fuck? Can't see how my kid's doing.
The kids are doing.
Oh man. Oh, I've been getting into RimWorld recently.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I also got into RimWorld for a while, and it's like, it's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's not that much.
It's a lot.
I got into it, and I think it's fine. I think if you get into mods, it can be a lot.
Well, that's because you clearly haven't done any fun playthroughs yet, where like every time you have any sort of raiding party, you slice off all of their limbs and then keep stitching limbs to the same guy over and over.
I mean, what I did is I feel like the most efficient. Okay, I feel like what I do with prisoners is a mix. It's a middle ground between ethical and efficient. I'll harvest one lung and one liver, and
One liver and one kidney. You
one
mean?
lung and one kidney is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
They can live with that, and then they go. That's the punishment for trying to attack my fortress.
I think
either
that
die
I
or
genuinely,
die.
if I remember correctly, I genuinely believe that the last RimWorld playthrough I did, I had the like challenge that I set for myself was that every time there was a raid, I had to shuffle everybody's limbs. Because you can like chop off people's arms and legs and then re-sew them on if you have somebody with like a high enough medical expertise or whatever. And so it's like that was like goal number one, was get like a really talented doctor, like, or get somebody to be really talented in medicine. And then it's like as soon as the raiders show up, once again, I'm gonna kick your ass, but then I'm gonna fix you, but then you're gonna wake up and you're gonna, like, John is gonna have Dave's arm and Mary's right leg and fucking, you know.
But mechanically that does nothing. The only thing it does mechanically is demoralize them.
Yeah, it's funny though.
It is funny, I cannot deny.
I'm gonna make sure my Discord.
I will say, RimWorld feels like a gateway drug into Dwarf Fortress.
I could see that.
And Dwarf Fortress is still too animated for me right now. I've been reading a little bit about it. I do think that the way the Dwarf Fortress wiki is structured is really funny to me, because they replace every instance of lose with fun. Because to Dwarf Fortress players, losing is fun. So anytime any part of the wiki would say like, oh yeah, facing a demon is very likely to cause you to lose. It says like, facing a demon is very fun, and then like a hyperlink to losing.
So what I'm hearing is that if we all started on an island, Obo should not be in charge. Excuse you, I'm an excellent leader.
That's true.
And
absolutely not.
what are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
Zach is at best a couple liters of blood, and that's kind of it.
And we can use that.
That's the only leader in which Zach is
You guys are
useful.
all motherfuckers. You better watch your mouth before I swap your limbs around. Let's see. You know what, Grant? Fuck you. Let's see how you feel with Saba's legs and Saba feels with your legs.
Oh my god.
That would be very weird.
That would be very disorienting.
Saba would be like that one character from Chowder where like fucking 2/3 of her height is just leg.
I mean, Saba, you'd be taller.
I know.
Yeah, but I'd be like
I don't know
3'7".
about
True. 90% of
Your
Zach's
torso
height
is even smaller
90%
than mine.
90% of Grant's height is in his legs.
It's true.
And I'd be 5'8" still.
I'd be the same.
I'd be the same. I will say, I do think it's funny that in RimWorld, the optimal solution for a colonist like losing a finger is to replace their whole arm with a bionic replacement.
Yes, that is true.
Because you don't just make a bionic finger, you make a bionic arm.
That's two votes for Grant to be
arm.
leader. He can't be leader. He doesn't have any legs.
Leader, I barely even
No,
know.
they
does
look.
have
You
legs,
take
they're
them under a
just short.
microscope, you can see Saba's legs under there.
Grant has to start walking around like fucking Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Grant is just going to start walking like a Geodude, aka levitating.
Yes, I will fly everywhere.
Like a Geodude. Do you think when Geodude first evolves into Graveler, he gets kind of sad for a second? He's like, oh, I used to be able to just like float up walls, and now I actually have to exert effort. in order to climb.
I feel like I've
Fuck.
seen some Pokemon media where Geodude was like walking using his hands. I feel like I've seen that in the anime somewhere, but you know, if I were an anime, I definitely wouldn't bother. I'd just make him float.
He just flies everywhere.
Because I mean, Geodude doesn't get the levitate ability canonically. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. No. Because I think canonically what it's supposed to be is that like in the game they portray him as like floating, but that's just because like they want to keep him in the center of the frame of like the sprite that's generated. I'm pretty sure that canonically he's just supposed to be sitting there on the ground with his arms. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Do you have anything to give me? I'll take a reviver seed. Thank you. I don't have a... What do you mean I don't have a... Fuck you, dude. I have so much money. Nope. Hold on. Sorry, I almost sold all of my items again. You can take this plain seed. Take this pounce wand, the slow orb, slorb, as some call it, and a healing looplet.
What would you do with a drunken sailor?
I don't. God, do we have like a full list of like all of the lines of the real song, of like all of the things that you do with the drunken sailor?
Believe it or not, I had this conversation with my boss earlier this week.
Wow.
We were talking about it, and there's many different versions. There's
Well,
a lot of
you
things
can
you
just make
can
it
do.
up, right?
There's
It
a
just
lot
needs
of
to- it
things you
just-
could do with a drunken sailor.
It just needs to
It's
match
true.
the candor, and you can just make up a new line.
Yeah.
What would I do with the drunken sailor?
So early in thy morning.
True.
Yeah, it's early in the morning. You have to add that context.
Specifically.
Stick him in a cannon and shoot it slowly? Sorry, I'm trying to think of the candor of the song. Stick him in a cannon and shoot it. Stick him in a cannon and shoot it
How do you
slowly.
shoot something slowly?
By like lighting it and then making the wick go down very.
And then you like
Why
lick
not
your
shoot him in a
fingers and
cannon,
you're like,
or stick him in a cannon and shoot him yonder?
There
you go.
there you go. That works. Stick him in a cannon and shoot him yonder. Oh, the poor guy. He got drunk once, and Captain Zack took his limbs and then shot him out of a cannon.
No, it's like Sea of Thieves. He'll be fine.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, you can throw the birds in there and the cats.
Oh,
Fire them
man.
out of a cannon.
I feel like I have like a minor word
Very much of a
addiction
cannon.
to both. I got over yawn. I used to try to say yawn whenever I could, all the time, instead of over there or far away. Just yawn.
I would beat you
Over
up
yawn.
if I heard you say that.
But nowadays, and I'm still not over this one, I say tis instead of it's.
Tis.
I won't
Zach
lie.
has told me he hates
I won't
tis.
lie. I know a lot of people that say tis instead of it's, and I can understand it. It's totally fine. But it does
hates you.
it does itch that same nerve as when people spell my name with an H instead of a K when it's short. It's the same thing where it's like, it's fucking it's. Just say it's. You know?
Do you
That
mean
was-
tis fine?
I'm gonna kill you with my mind.
But like, I don't know, man. I feel like, I mean, in my head, it's less confusion between the contraction and the possessive. Because tis is only it is.
I guess that
You can't say that Xbox over there tis Zach's, because that's not correct. Tis is contraction.
Doo-doo.
I guess tits, because then it would be it is apostrophe. I don't know. Tis is not a contraction, or tis is not a possessive. It's a contraction only, whereas it's can phonetically be either.
Hey, Mikey, you have exactly 60 seconds from when you hear this to take that back. TBH, I deserve what happens. You're right.
Wow. What happened? Hold on, I gotta go.
TBH, I deserve what happened. That's the funniest fucking shit, dude.
Mikey got shot out of a cannon yonder.
Damn it. We gotta go get him back.
He's only gone for 60 seconds. He'll be fine. He's been obliterated. No, he's been fucking blinked like in Magic the Gathering.
Reduced to atoms.
God reduced to atoms.
I use the chat to destroy the chat. Oh yeah, Zach, have you been watching Doug's
Might
new
he
videos?
protect your limbs? Oh my god. Sorry, what'd you say?
Have you been watching Doug's new videos, Zach?
Shut the fuck up. You know I have.
They're really good.
The
They're
fucking
like,
unethical
experimentation on chat.
video. That actually made me very sad, that video. It was for those of you who aren't familiar with the video. I do highly recommend it because it is just quality. But Doug has enough people in his chat and they're active enough that he did this thing where he would like quote unquote randomly select 9 people from the comments and excuse me, he would randomly select 9 people from the comments and pit them against each other in like challenges that would result in one of them dying. And it turned into like this whole thing where like everybody was like forming alliances and they were being really nice to each other, but then ultimately they would have to kill each other. And it's like, oh man, that's really sad.
Damn.
Shreds you say. Shreds you say. I give you if I could type in chat right now, I would give you a +1 just because I do appreciate the Futurama reference. What are you doing? What are you posting?
Are we still living our everyday,
Grant's
by the
getting
way,
food.
in game? Has anything interesting happened?
So everybody at the Expedition Society now knows that we used to be a human, but then literally none of them cared.
Just say what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
Just like we're here.
Imagine if they took that moment to unveil that, wait, you were a human? And they like pull aside a curtain that shows like one of the cardinal laws of their society is that they have to kill all humans.
They fucking pull open a curtain and it's like the fucking flayed man from Game of Thrones where he's like upside down and his skin's separated and they're like, this is what we do to humans. Oh fuck.
Whoa.
Oh hey, it's the Blastoise from
this is just big stupid.
from Pokemon Red and Blue. Oh, it's Blastoise, Golem, and Octillery. Oh, that's great. They were part of like I want to say it was like called Team Blast or something. Because Golem would self-destruct, Blastoise has Hydro Pump, and then Octillery is obviously Octillery, which I thought was great. That's fun. That's great. I love that.
You guys remember when Remaraid's beta design was literally just a gun?
You gotta buy a Lapras Pass. Do you have to buy a Lapras Pass every time you go to a different continent? Is that how that works?
Does that let you say Lapras with a hard R?
Lapras, yeah.
The Lapras Pass lets you say with a hard R, right?
What the fuck? Are
You have one, I have one.
What the are you?
Oh my god.
Why are you making an N-word pass? Did I ever go in depth with anybody here about Wooly Versus and his very controversial N-word pass scheme that he was running for a hot second there?
I've not heard of this.
Wooly Versus is former member of the Super Best Friends. I still watch his content from time to time because it is pretty good, especially when it's in highlights. But he had this like reoccurring bit because if there's one thing that Wooly loves more than anything, it's to trick people into being racist. because it's funny to him when like people are being racist without realizing
Someone
it.
else does it.
Sorry?
He's afraid when someone else does it, and they're basically what you just said.
Yeah, because it's funny when they're doing it by accident, or rather like when they're coerced into doing it. I guess because like that was the bit that he was doing was he was like, listen, everybody knows black people can give non-black people an N-word pass. Well, I'm here to tell y'all that I'm giving every single one of my viewers the N-word pass forever. It's a lifetime thing. All you gotta do is reply. All you have to do is reply to this tweet. This was like years ago, by the way. all you have to do is reply to this tweet with the exact phrase of "I want to say," and then the N-word, capital N spelled out in the tweet. And I want to say he got like 400 people banned from Twitter that day or something.
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. I thought that was great. I thought that was so fucking funny.
I mean, you paid the price, you know?
Nah, he's just gotta swim. If I was a water type, I could just swim. Wasn't it? Was from Kecleon, right? That you can buy the passes. Holy shit! Jesus.
Wow. You're not gonna get that anytime soon.
Well, I do have a lot of money, but like,
Hey,
I could afford.
can I
two
ask
of
you guys
them.
something?
No, but you're gonna
If
anyway.
if you guys came over to my house and I had the meat soap, would you wash your hands with it?
Is it actual soap or does it just look like meat?
It's in the Discord.
I know. I'm asking, like.
Oh,
Is
100%.
Is it actually soap,
100%
though?
I would use it. Now, if it starts feeling meaty, then I'll like question it and be, you know, a little more apprehensive. But I would have picked it up, you know.
I mean, you won't know until you use it. And also, soap used to be made of fat, so you know.
But that's not. But
That is
my.
true.
But that's not my point. My point is like, is it soap or is it like is it? It is soap, right? Does it smell?
It's where soap would be.
Does it smell like meat?
It smells fragrant.
That's not.
What type
That's
of
not what I
fragrant?
was asking.
What type of fragrant?
You know, soap.
You can't be saying these things. What type of fragrance is it?
It smells like fat.
Does it
well.
taste? Does it taste like meat, Mikey?
Why are
Yes.
you putting it
lick-
in your mouth,
lick it?
Zach?
Don't put it in your mouth.
It doesn't just taste like meat, it tastes like you.
Mmm. Not comfy.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of eating other people, did you see the new Monster Road Trip update?
Where they added Cult of the Lamb to it.
Yeah, have you played it at all?
I have not. I hate Monster Train and everything that Fabulous
Monster
Glitch makes.
Train?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't fucking know. I'm playing a video game right now, alright?
I will say, you know how like the I do think it's funny. You know how all the characters have like little voices, like "Hey, whoa," and they're like little like recorded audio clips.
Yeah.
For the lamb, it's literally just all sheep noises.
Oh, that's... Well, because that's the sound effect from Cult of the Lamb. So that actually makes a lot of sense.
All right, it makes sense, but it's really jarring the first time.
I did see some of the initial responses on r/games to the update. Was like, I understand that Cult of the Lamb is a video game about performing like occult rituals and like blood sacrifices and stuff, so clearly it's a mature game, but the idea of looking at this adorable little fucking sheep and trying to fuck it it isn't necessarily the most comfy idea in the world. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I really like the collaboration, and I really like the amount of effort that they put into some of the conversations that you can get with the lamb. So I think it's good. I'm glad overall.
I did one run with the lamb, and I thought it was pretty fun. I fucking forgot how the game works. 'Cause I hadn't played it so long, so I lost. But I did talk with the lamb, and it was fun. Okay, I generally don't know how I lost. I got my stats to the requisite score. I didn't zero on any of my ability or skills or whatever, and I did all the romance. I succeeded the romance thing, and at the very end of the game hit me with the, oh wait, there's more. Area 21 captured you. And it was like, what? And then that's the game over, and it's a bad ending. Apparently, I don't even know how that happened. I looked it up and I couldn't find anything, and I'm like, I know that you can lose if like you run out of any of your like stats or whatever, but I didn't. I met the stat threshold. I even got some of the optional stuff, not all of them, some of the optional. I don't know. I was just really confused how I lost. I genuinely don't know how it happened. But yeah, you know, you could even say
I did everything right, and they
There you go.
also welcome back.
Actually,
Grant.
now I think about it, isn't that joke? Because obviously that line got really popular on the internet because it's so ridiculous, right? Doesn't that meme like actually directly contradict one of his more recent claims that he was never indicted?
Yes.
So I mean,
Unequivocally.
obviously everybody knew that that's not true, like in general, but like that's actually kind of funny that he is directly being disproven by a meme.
By himself.
Yeah.
Seriously, unequivocally, he has multiple times both stated he has never been indicted and he's been indicted unjustly.
If there's one thing that I learned about U.S. politics, you gotta keep them guessing, Adrian, okay?
I was gonna say, George Santos is a fucking master of that if it is his real name, which is probably not. Also, Grant, would you wash your hands with the meat soap if you came in our house and you saw that?
You're offering me your meat?
The meat soap, I posted in the chat.
I would.
His meat.
Does it taste like meat?
You would put it in your mouth like Zach would?
I didn't put it in my... That was Mikey!
It tastes like Zach.
It tastes like Zach?
So... That's not a good taste, Grant.
Says you.
Well, how do you know?
I bite my skin a lot. Is that it?
It's not the skin soap, it's the meat soap.
Yeah, it's actual, girth.
Yeah. Also, don't check your left thigh.
I looked at my right thigh like an idiot.
Good. I told you not to check your left thigh.
That is true. I did follow instructions.
Good job.
Good job. You get a gold star and you get the meat soap.
Your left thigh.
How much time you get your left thigh? How much time do it? We've only been streaming for a fucking hour and a half. Oh my god, this game. If I'm ever dying of old age and I'm getting like really scared, I'm gonna start a playthrough of fucking Super Mystery Dungeons. That way, the last year of my life lasts for a decade.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I mean, you did say that last time.
Forever.
What? That
you did say the same thing.
That this game
Yeah.
like dilates time.
Yeah, and you played it if you were on your deathbed.
Did I really say that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see that I'm consistent at least.
Yeah.
Unless Grant is implying that this game is also cyclical.
Yeah.
Now he's just saying the same thing. It's scaring me.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if the stream has talked about this before, but have you guys watched The Amazing Digital Circus?
Yeah.
Yes. Grant!
Yeah?
Yes as in you watched it, or yes as in the stream talked about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I haven't talked about it.
We talked briefly about it last week. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't here, and my two senses, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. It was very fun.
Because my opinion is the stream's content sometimes.
My opinion is the stream's content.
My opinion is the stream's content.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's digital circus.
Come to me on the day of my daughter's stream.
The day of my daughter's
I'm
stream.
busy.
I was really happy.
Today is her 300th anniversary of OnlyFans.
I was really happy when they released the OST for it,
What the
because
fuck?
then I could listen to that final orchestral sting.
What the shit? What the hell? Oh! What a bitch! Did you guys just see that?
Bye.
He fucking teleported me to the middle of the room. Oh
Go
my
Monster
God.
House, no less.
What a little piece of shit! Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Is this your first Monster House?
This is my first Monster House, yeah.
Oh, it's a great movie. You'll like it.
It is a pretty good movie.
Is that the one where the guy fucking eats the thing and runs away really fast? No, I love that. I love
That's
that.
a really good meme.
Just like when someone shows you pictures of their kitten or whatever.
All these Honages are using fucking...
Yeah! I was not supposed to say that.
Yeah.
The way the eye
believe
contact is
it's
so
here.
good. Oh man. Now see, this is why I don't invite you guys to my house. Imagine you doing this to my meat soap.
I would do that to your meat soap.
You
gonna
intrude
be
on
really
me in
good.
the bathroom and do this to my meat soap while I'm still using the bathroom.
I would do that to your meat.
Yeah, and run away.
Yeah.
Damn it. You can't keep getting away with this.
They play us like a damn fiddle.
Oh man.
Oh, this monster house is actually diabolical. The any % world record for Super Mystery Dungeon is 5 hours and 12 minutes. Holy fuck.
Wow, what a miserable fuck. That feels fine, but also just this game feels... like Zach said, I've missed like almost a month of streaming. It feels like you're in the exact same place as we were last time.
I would like to, because you weren't here for the very beginning of stream, I would like to iterate that the story literally just started last week.
Wow.
Last week, plot started happening for the first time, and we all collectively went insane.
I mean, you're
we were
how
like,
many
it just
hours in this
started
fucking
getting-
game, and you're only now level 20?
It was
Yes.
17 hours is what we
I'm not
started
gonna lie,
at today.
as when I started to, or when I started streaming, I literally just labeled the thing, we're actually starting this game now.
I mean,
Because
like,
the rest of it didn't really do anything.
I feel like
at
it
all.
does not take an hour to level up in pretty much any Pokemon game.
It
Like
doesn't.
an hour of solid playthrough. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But once like I said at the top of stream, what I'm expecting is that I think that this game is just extraordinarily slow. But then as I'm expecting that whatever we're about to start encountering is going to be like hype as shit. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm excited for when we finally get to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
That's a couple months from now, right? Or is that next month? Look
don't
up the
remember,
release
but,
date for me.
I will say, this
No,
is
don't
you
stop
might have been told this
talking
on
and give me the
Twitter.
release date.
There is one crucial cutscene that was rendered really, really poorly using old DS tier 3D graphics, and a lot of people, including me, were worried about them updating the fidelity, and they didn't. God bless them. It still looks as ugly as previously.
Let's go.
Genuinely, they kept the infamous ugly character scene where one of them is literally carrot orange. They kept it completely intact, and it's perfect.
Is it not the guy who was impersonating Phoenix? Because he was carrot orange.
No, that guy was like, well,
He was
Well,
carrot orange.
he was, but he wasn't really shittily rendered with like 4 polygons in 3D. I don't know, it was just miraculous.
Well, that is.
I will say,
Miraculous.
I do think that that case that's
Am
in
I
is
still not getting a
probably-
release date here?
Fucking, I'm trying to say my piece.
Okay, I will let you say your piece, but then I want the release
Your
date,
piece.
please.
Okay, I will say the case in which you have to watch a shittily rendered 3D CG cutscene using DS tier graphics. The cutscene itself is really memeable. That is probably the worst case in the game because you have to do that unskippably multiple times.
You have to do that unskippably multiple times. Is it not that? So is it kind of like that case that we did where?
So it's kind of like 1.5 a little bit, I guess. in
Yeah,
that way.
because 1.5 wasn't in the original release. It was like they put it out after, right?
Yeah. Also, it's coming January 25th, 2027.
January 25th, so it is next year.
Yes.
Now I murder this little spider guy. Do I still have to catch? Does this mean I still have to catch Rotom?
Probably.
Oh, Super Mario Wonder is out. I hear it's good.
I 100%ed it, yeah.
Is it good?
It is, pardon the pun, it is in fact wonderful.
Did you play as Mario, or were you?
I ended up
interesting?
playing as Mario. For some of the post game stuff, you need a lot of purple coins, which is like kind of annoying to just kind of farm through. So for that, I ended up playing as Nabbit, since Nabbit has a higher chance of finding random purple coins. So that was pretty much it. But for the most part, yeah, I was playing as Mario.
I didn't see anywhere because I haven't looked that into it, but is it true that they made Luigi, Peach, and Daisy all have the exact same like mobility as Mario?
They have the exact same move set, yes.
Oh, so Luigi doesn't have like a frictionless run or higher jump or whatever?
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe they'll end up changing that one day, but like it kind of makes sense because the thing is that like okay, so you remember, are you familiar with the fact that that Mario Wonder has a badge system in it?
No.
So in Mario 2, right, the one that was originally Doki Doki Panic, those levels were already designed to have like different avenues of completion depending on which character you were playing as, right? Not really anything big, but like Peach's float would allow you to skip certain parts of the level. Fucking Toad's like crazy high speed like would allow you to get past enemies faster and stuff, yada yada. In Mario Wonder, you have this badge system where you can only have one badge equipped at a time, but for the most part, the badges like modify some basic aspect of your character's like gameplay. So like you have one where when you hit R, you will like do a spin through the air, like kind of like you have a propeller flower, or like another one where when you're sliding down a wall, the first time you can once per jump like kick off of it and you'll go straight up and stuff like that. So anyway, the badges like fundamentally change how you like interact with the game, and I think that because that system already exists, that plus the 4 main characters having their own unique thing would be a little much in terms of like level design to try to like compensate for. So I can kind of see why they wouldn't have done that, but I would love to see like a sequel where they do.
Can you at least like, are you able to replicate some of the old abilities with the badges?
Yeah. So like, you know how like Toad has like the higher movement speed or whatever, right? That's literally a badge, is like the higher movement speed. Or like the one where like, I don't know if it was in Mario 2, but the one where like Luigi can crouch down and then he does like the super jump or whatever, that's a badge.
That's a super paper.
Well, that is in Super Paper Mario, that is true. But that's a badge that you can find. A badge that allows you to do like the Yoshi flutter. Like that's just in there as well, plus the fact that Yoshi's also playable. But
is there one for frictionless or low friction?
So there is technically one of them that just makes it so the same one that makes it faster also means that you slide further when you try to do like a point like stop to like turn around. So okay. Not really, but like you can kind of simulate it like that.
Okay, I guess that's fine.
Also, am I insane? What am I supposed to be doing?
Isn't there a quest log?
I mean, yeah, but I thought it was defeat Rotom's monster house, but then it didn't show me a thing. I remember seeing video of Elephant Mario jumping on Yoshi, followed by a zoom of Yoshi's face and a cracking sound effect. Oh, God. I mean, when you, because Yoshi isn't in the game, Yoshi is a playable character. So when your like partner has Yoshi, you get to like utilize Yoshi's like flutter jump or whatever. And yeah, that is the thing. Like Yoshi's face does get really upset when you get on his back as an elephant. So I think there is a quest log. Let's see if I can find it. Status, move, tactics, alliance, look around, underfoot, change order, expedition list. There you go. What floor am I on? I'm on 4? What is this? Check out Rotom's secret base. I did, right? But it's not checked off. Did I do something wrong? Does anybody have any ideas? Because I literally explored the entire floor.
Does it say it's on this floor?
Well, it says it's on a question mark floor, but it was Rotom, and that's who put me in the monster house.
Maybe this isn't his base. Maybe he just fucked with you and you have to keep going to find his base.
He just goes further down.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay, sure. I can see that. Let's see if it gives me a warning when I try to leave.
Go further up.
Oh, yeah, you managed to get through the crisis. Oh!
That was it.
You did it.
What
Good
the
job.
fuck?
Yay!
Sorry
We
for
made it,
attacking
guys.
you all
Great
of a
job.
sudden. Let's be friends. Yay! I get a Rotom friend.
Wow. Imagine if... Okay, Zach, imagine if instead of the way we first met, I shook your hand, and then I judo threw you over a wall into a room with a pack of
With a
wild
bunch of
dogs.
with a bunch of guys to
and you
jump me.
and you scramble out, and you look at me and like, hey, sorry about that. Let's be friends.
Can I say you accidentally just made a Dark Souls reference?
That's fine.
'Cause there's
Dark
a
Souls is
carrot.
good media.
Very, very, very well put. Yeah, there's a reoccurring character in a lot of the FromSoft games called Patches, and fucking that.
Oh,
like,
I've heard of this.
Yeah, and so like in almost every, I think the only time he doesn't do it is in Demon Souls, I believe. He doesn't trick you, but in like every other. No, he does. He tricks you in the Dwarven Mines. But anyway, so like that's how Patches always does. Like he's always like a piece of shit who like steals the items off of dead people. So when you go up to him, typically the first time, he's like, "Oh, hey, there's some loot down in that pit. If you look down, you can see it." And then if you go over to it, he immediately runs up and kicks you into the pit, you know, with the intention of killing you. But if your HP is high enough, you survive the fall, make your way out of the pit, and then go talk to him. And he's like, yo, dude, I'm so sorry. I promise it'll never happen again. By the way, I'm a merchant. And he has like some of the best items in the game if you don't kill him.
I was hoping he was gonna say, "I'm so sorry, it'll never happen again." I just want to tell you, as a show of good faith, check out that pit.
hey, Grant.
Check out that pit.
Yeah.
That's what happens in Dark Souls 3.
Let's go.
In Dark Souls 3, it's a little different because in Dark Souls 3, he tells you, hey, at the end of that hallway is like a treasure. It's the same basic premise. And as soon as you cross into this like slightly wider room, a bunch of statues activate and you have to fight them or whatever. And if you survive and come back out, he's like, yo, sorry about that, but here, follow me to this location. He gives you like an item with like a vague description of like a location in the world. Find me here and I will show you where I buried some loot earlier. You go to that location, he's up on like a rafter above you, and a bunch of dudes just come out to fight you. And it's like, what a piece of shit.
That's hilarious.
Hilariously, Patches also shows up in the original Armored Core series, which is really cool as well, because that's also a FromSoft series.
True.
Let's bring up a banter topic.
Okay.
Survey says, you're an evil president, lord, whatever. How do you suppress those with magic superpowers? AKA, can you think of media where the super other is the oppressor rather than the oppressed?
So this came...
X-Men.
Are they the
What?
oppressor?
That's the premise behind the X-Men existing.
They're
sorry.
the oppressed, not the oppressed.
Sorry, I read that wrong.
I could tell that you did, because straight up that was one of the so the inspiration for this banter topic came from a thread that kind of blew up on r/world building, where this guy was playing Final Fantasy 16. Spoilers mildly for anybody who wants to play Final Fantasy 16. It's just like a premise. It's like a basic thing, but like they have this like. It doesn't matter who you came from. It doesn't matter like what your lineage is. Doesn't matter. There is like apparently a 1 in 20 chance that when you're born, you are born with innate magical abilities. But apparently within the world of Final Fantasy 16, that group of people used to rule the world. Then there was an uprising, and now 600 years later, as soon as you are born with magic powers, you get branded on the face with a mark that labels you as like a magic user, and then you get put into forced slavery for your entire life. However, it should be noted that the branding on your face doesn't actually restrict your magic powers at all. So you actually have like this group of like indentured slaves who can just cast Fireball whenever they want, but somehow they don't immediately revolt. There was a lot of other examples that were in the thread, obviously, but it was just like the guy had the same point that I am kind of bringing up now of like, how in fiction can you ever honestly look at a group of superhumans and be like, yes, they're the ones I'm gonna oppress because that makes sense within the world. You know?
To answer your question, the initial thing though, I can think of one that I just recently learned about, where one of my friends was telling me about an anime, where apparently like 99% of the world, they have like magic abilities, and it's evident through like a scar on their face.
Okay.
And the other like 1% are basically like just killed immediately, like those who don't have magic abilities.
Oh.
So the story is about a character who he is born without magic, and he's found as an infant by a guy who is like down on his luck. He is gonna kill himself, and then he finds the kid and he's like, oh, this is what I was meant to do. I was supposed to save you. And so he ends up raising this kid out in the forest, far from any civilization possible. And so as a result, this kid living in the forest on hard times is fucking like jacked as hell, of course.
Okay,
and
sure.
just really physically strong.
So you're just gonna punch the wizards.
Yes, and so literally like the way he does magic is he's just fucking strong. The way he flies is because he just jumps really high, you know? Shit like that.
That's so dumb. I love it.
The government is literally like trying to hunt him down and kill him because he doesn't have magic. And that's like that, I guess. I forget the name of the anime.
I think I don't know the name, but I think I know the character you're talking about.
It's interesting.
I will also say that Evil Justice League from that alternate dimension, Ultraman,
Yes.
and his gang,
Yeah.
is literally
The
just
Crime
evil
Syndicate.
Superman. Oh yeah, they're called the Crime Syndicate instead of the Justice League.
From Earth 3.
Lex Luthor is a good guy in the universe, as is the Joker, who's a jester.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do want to shout out the thing that Mikey posted in on air in the community channel. It is actually pretty great. For anybody who, just to make sure that nobody misses it, that's pretty sick.
Oh my god!
It's wizard time, motherfucker! Oh, try and call him a magic energy. Oh, that's so
That
good. I love
man
that.
is obliterated.
Yeah, because this is like once again, obviously I frequent a lot of like forums and Reddits and subreddits and stuff that are about like world building and writing and stuff, just because I find that stuff interesting. And there has been a recent bit of discourse that I kind of agree with. I don't know. As a white guy, it's like a different situation, I guess. But like, there's a lot of stuff. Like somebody essentially brought up the notion of like, can you motherfuckers stop bringing up like racial allegories, or stop trying to like do racial allegories or racial inequality allegories in fiction where the like racially discriminated underclass is actively like dangerous or superpowered in some way? Because guess what? Black people can't just summon blades out of their fists. Like that is dangerous. Like, you know, like, because in X-Men, the whole idea is that, oh, just because they have powers doesn't mean that they should be discriminated against. And it's like, yeah, that's true. However, Magneto's daughter can literally turn off the universe with just a thought. That's pretty fucking dangerous, and it makes a lot of sense to be afraid of that motherfucker, you know? Whereas, like, the racial real-world equivalent of that scenario is somebody being like, that black girl looked at me weird. Like, that's racist. You can't, that's bad. The one where it's like, oh, fucking Ivanka, whatever. Wait, no, what's her real name? Something Romanov?
Ivanka Trump.
Ivanka, yeah,
Trump.
fuck it, whatever. Ivanka Trump shot laser beams at the Washington Monument. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's dangerous. That's bad, you know? This is obvious. This is, once again, this is obviously
What a
like
fun time.
tangential to the original like plot point or whatever, but it was just something that it's just something that, like, you know, was making the rounds on Reddit of being like, if you're trying to do like a racial allegory in your fiction, you need to make sure that everybody is like kind of on relatively the same footing, or at least like if they're not on the same footing, don't make them just actively dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 90% sure I already talked about this, so stop me if I already did. Did I ever tell you guys about BNA, the like Netflix anime?
Yep.
Boku no Academia.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Correct.
Heard of it, right? It's popular.
Anyway, I'll summarize it just super quick, not the whole thing, just like the basic premise to make sure that it's great. BNA is great. It's furry as shit, which is why I know that Mikey likes it. But it's like the whole basic premise of BNA is that you have humans and then you have beast humans, and beast humans have the ability to kind of transform into either their human form or their beast form or anywhere in between. And initially, the show proposes that that's it. And it's like, okay, I understand that, like, you might be afraid of, like, the lion person, because the lion person, when they turn into a lion guy, has giant fangs and huge claws that can literally rip your ribcage out from your chest, right? Like, that's obviously scary. But then the show goes through this, like, really long and painstaking narrative arc of, like, listen, even if that is the case, that doesn't mean that you should discriminate against them. That just means you know, have to make accommodations for the types of people that you're living with. And it's like, okay, that's great. That makes a lot of sense. And then literally the last 2 episodes of BNA, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, all beast humans have this innate gene that's just that if they get too stressed, they fucking megamorph into a kaiju and start killing everybody. And it's like, what the fuck?
That's not so normal anymore.
Right, and, it's like, and now it's like, okay, great, so congratulations, you just completely undermine the entire fucking point, like the entire emotional core of your show had completely evaporated. God.
Wow. Call that a stereotypical lesbian, the way they undercut themselves. Eh? Any lesbians in the crowd?
Any lesbians in the crowd?
Adrian tapping on the mic.
Hello, is this something on?
Do you hear me?
You can please laugh.
Please laugh.
You can laugh now.
It's okay. I'll let you.
Any lesbian in this chat of 5 viewers? There might be. You don't know. Oh,
Who's
I guess
to
it is
say?
Groudon now. Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this scene and then leave because I need to go. But this is cool.
You said you were
Prove
leaving
it.
half an hour early.
I just said I was leaving earlier. I said I was starting half an hour earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All the legendary... What the fuck? All the legendary Pokemon are like, hold up. The elite...
Rewind.
The elite upper class are being attacked. Now we have to do something.
I guess
Who's
that's it.
Epstein
Okay,
in the
so it
Pokemon
was
world?
starting to become hot, and then we just see all the legendary Pokemon, and we're back.
Getting hot in here.
Wait, you only have 2 more slots left on your little badge there.
Yes! There's apparently only 2 boss fights left in this entire fucking game. Or at least, like, major boss fights.
Hang on, how many of those slots are legendaries or pseudo legendaries?
Literally 2.
So what? That means that you've had 4 bosses that were just schmucks?
So I want to try to... Well, I guess we could just look it up. But I want to... So, like, number 1 was Gabite, which was okay. Then we had... Because I know we had Giratina and we had Jirachi. I think those are the only 2 legendaries. Unless we have Entei.
Giratina in air quotes.
Yeah, quote unquote.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not even Giratina.
Yeah,
It was
Giratina.
fucking, what's his face? Little cellular guy, psychic cellular Pokemon from Gen 5. It was him
Solosis.
fucking pretending to be Giratina. So it's not even actually Giratina, that one.
This is true.
Wow.
Seems like legendary Pokemon are being
Legendary
targeted.
Pokemon are being targeted.
I mean, they wouldn't be if they weren't fucking hanging around in public all day waiting for you to recruit them.
Looks at Victini. Since it's obvious that he'll appear, it's even funnier when Arceus appears in a cutscene not in the story itself. I was literally screaming at my screen, do something. I must say, first off, I didn't know that was going to happen because I was actually... I don't blame you, Mikey, for making this comment because it is insane, the idea of like Arceus not doing anything considering that he is literally God. But I do remember that was like, it's all legendaries, sure, but what I mean to say is that was one of my favorite parts about fucking Explorers of Sky was the idea of like Arceus being so far above everything that you don't even like, you complete this fucking 100-foot tall tower that's like the most difficult challenge in the entire game, and you get a statue of the motherfucker. You don't even get to meet Arceus in that game. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I am actually, I'm less disappointed in Arceus's like inaction and more disappointed in the idea that like 2 games after that, they were like, oh, by the way, here's Arceus.
I mean, it feels like Pokemon inflation.
Don't Google that.
You should look that up to see if you can work that out. But like, the Valley of the Arceus
If
is
you want to
falling.
learn a little bit more about economics, make sure to look up Mario hyperinflation.
To see why Mario's got so expensive nowadays. But yeah, I don't know. The Valley of the Legendary has fallen. The Pokemon economy is in a recession.
The Poke economy.
The Pokeconomy, if you will.
Yes.
Okay, they're going.
I'm sorry,
got
Dialga. You are a god. Why the hell are you worried? Very true.
Pokeconomy is what Mario says when he hits his head and gets a bump on it that grows really big. And he talks to the doctor.
These
Very
Pokemon are
motivated.
more motivated.
Pokeconomy.
Okay, I'm gonna have to head off, guys.
Ciao, Sabo.
I'll see you Zach
Goodbye.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Wait, Sabo, are we doing 4 or 2?
Early too.
Okay.
You're doing Alien
Okay,
Isolation.
okay, I'm leaving.
Goodbye.
So like you're assaulted.
I'm sincerely hoping that we finish Paranormasight tomorrow.
So you can
Because
start.
what, Alien Isolation next week?
Yeah, obviously.
No, because I want to start Goody Two Shoes on Tuesday.
Just don't.
But Saba's like a little bitch and also like really frustratingly stubborn. So it's not like I'll ever be able to convince her to actually like, you know.
But funny bit.
Oh, I would like to get all rewards. Sorry about that. Just saw Matthew Perry passed away. Who's Matthew Perry?
Matthew, parry this, you fucking casual, and I shoot you.
God damn it. First off, my condolences. But I don't quite recall who Matthew Perry is.
54, drowned, friends.
Oh, he's Chandler. From Friends.
Well, I'm very sorry for that.
You killed him?
Yeah, I did. You know, I'm not going to make a joke about a man who literally just died, actually.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
Grant can't trick me into doing this again.
Looks like we're out of friends.
Oh no, am I out of fucking... Oh, okay, thank God, I have so many reviver seats. Oh, said it was wizard time.
Oh no!
It's wizard time, motherfucker!
Does he say, hang on, I need to watch the clip again, it's really good.
It's pretty good. If it wasn't so long, I would definitely put it on the soundboard, I think.
It's only 4 seconds, that technically fits.
Does it? I thought it had to be 2 seconds.
It has to be 5 seconds or shorter.
Ah,
Clips can
okay.
get really long.
Wait, don't you have like the premium?
Oh, I don't know if that's a factor in it.
But I thought the free one was maximum 2 seconds.
It might be, I don't know. Anyway.
Half a second.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if the motherfucker
1/6
adds
of a second, Grant.
Yes.
I don't know if the motherfucker adds to that clip. I think it'd be funny. She's like, it's wizard time!
It's
And then he
wizard
just-
time, motherfucker! Well, it's like how I had to. It's like how I had to edit this one.
Dork ass, motherfucker.
Because that's not what the audio is.
He just says dork ass.
Yeah, he
And
said
then
get your dork
lazy
ass.
lousy motherfucker is
Well,
what he
yeah,
says.
well, because that's the thing. It's like, Gordon, you lousy motherfucker, get your dork ass back to the research lab or whatever. So I had to edit it so that way he says, dork ass motherfucker.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I like to think it is. Do you think I should? Because oh hey,
Skydive, yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
Oh, the people that are new to talk to show up as orange. What the fuck? Oh, that Jesus! There she is. She caught up.
It's Jesus?
Yep, that's what I said. Great, thank you, Lawrence. Appreciate that.
What would you do if the Lord Jesus showed up to stream, Zach?
If the Lord Jesus showed up to stream,
What would you do if
Lord
Jesus
Jesus
stream sniped you?
What would I do if Jesus stream
doxed
sniped me?
you? If he doxed you?
If Jesus doxed me,
Well, yeah, what would you do if you woke up one day and your parents like, hey, Zach, you want to watch the news here? And they turn it on and every broadcast is like everywhere over the world, an address has been printed in the clouds that have formed into this strange string of words and letters in English, and it's just your address.
well, my address isn't really that protected because it's like it's fucking on my resume and stuff. If it was like my IP and MAC address, yeah, that would be upsetting.
Well, I mean, like it's your physical address printed in clouds everywhere across the world.
Yeah. And then it says, it's from me, Jesus. Haha, Zach.
Why does he sound
What
like
would you
that?
do? Because it's Jesus.
Yeah. After it says your physical address, the text says "hee from and then dash Jesus.
Dash J man.
Signed G. Signed J man.
Sign G.
For Jesus.
I was thinking of G man. Hang on, I gotta send a video. There's two videos that I really like.
Wait,
They're
we're
both
on
from
the
the same
Explorers
guy.
of Sky continent? Wait, really? Is that how that works?
Hang on. There's this one, the initial one.
I'm not gonna play that. Okay. I don't trust Adrian. Go back to the start and talk to Skuntank. Okay. Oh. Hey, you talk to Skuntank from Team Skull and you match through the text? Oh shit, I did? Oh fuck, give me a second, I gotta go back now.
The face he makes and his eyes stop glowing, it's really good. And then there's this one that's really good too, where it feels like the retaliation.
You're too. Wait, EJ, that's literally all he says? Wait, how is this the same? How do we know that this is the same continent, though? Because we've seen characters from other continents on other continents, right? So how do you know that this is the Explorers of Sky continent?
I like to see them on condiments. And eat them.
You
I
know
forgot what it's
This
like
looks
when
like
Saba's not here.
this looks like that one place from Pokemon Shadows of or Gales of Darkness DX, where there's like the tree that purifies shadow Pokemon. Looks like that
Fucking Agate Village.
I'm shocked you remembered the name of it.
You remember
Yes.
you remember when Grant was like, "Hey, Zach, Sabo, I would love to be there for the playthrough of a Pokemon Coliseum."
And then they're like, yeah, here are times that actually don't work for you.
Yeah, but you there's only so much that we can do. And once again, I want to reiterate, this isn't me like, oh, look at Grant, blame him or whatever. It's more along the lines of like, we had a time that we were like, hey, we're gonna do this, and then fucking God, what were we playing at the time? It was Eastward. Like Saba was so insistent on like completing the game inside the game of Eastward, and so it like extended our playthrough of Eastward by like fucking
months.
4 weeks or something. You had missions in the grass continent, did you? Yeah, but I wanted to see what the other continents looked like. Because when I did my map of the
mountainside.
official name of the continent was because when I did my map of the official name of the grass continent was the grass continent. Is that true? That's cool. If that is true, I just want to see like landmarks, I guess. Oh, hello, Gigalith. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Gigalith. Oh shit. Very low. It's actually kind of nuts, the idea that you have like all these different places to go.
What kind of nuts?
Can you bring up the banter topic?
No.
Answer the
Barely
question.
know her.
Answer the question. Stop
He's
stalling.
deflecting, chat.
He's deflecting. He's deflecting.
Are you homophobic? I'm gay. Answer the question.
He's dodging.
He's deflecting.
He's deflecting, Phoenix.
He's deflecting is what I say when Genji from Overwatch holds his fucking Wakazashi out.
And yeah, and I immediately get shot by my own bullets.
What would you do if you pointed your revolver at someone and you tried to shoot them, but then they just like caught the bullet?
I'd throw my gun on the ground and go, me and my big stupid gun, and then I kick it and walk away.
And then I go to the nearest wall and I pound my head like stupid, 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 stupid. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. There's just people hitting themselves going stupid, 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 stupid. I love that that's becoming a thing lately. The people. There's one where this girl's describing this guy that she was with, and she's like, he asked if I came, and I said no, and then he walked away and started slapping his forehead with his hands, going stupid, stupid, stupid. I can't do anything right.
No.
Poor guy.
I don't think I could think of a bigger turnoff. It is
Wait,
funny.
Grant, can you post the meme that I sent you earlier today and on air?
Give me a second. Copying.
Tell me if this is a turn on for you, Adrian.
Oh yeah, I saw this. This is really good.
Please, please. Hey, baby, can I try rizzing you up? Sure. Lol. Please.
Please.
God, I love it so much. It's so funny. What the fuck? Am I insane? Can I not sell my attack? Don't I have like an attack band? I guess I must have just sold it without paying attention. Jesus. Okay. So what the fuck? What the fuck? Where the fuck are we? Why is this like an abandoned city? It's made of fucking concrete. What the hell?
That's concrete, baby.
Concrete.
Concrete.
Oh yeah, did you guys know that Markiplier was in a YouTube musical of Five Nights at Freddy's 7 years ago?
Yes, with Matt Pat.
Yeah, Matt Pat was there, and then Nate Wants to Battle, unfortunately. Yeah, 7 years ago, huh?
7 years ago. 2012.
2020.
2020. 7 years ago. 2023.
But dude, Captain Crawdon is now my friend. Captain Crawdon from my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon D&D campaign.
That doesn't exist.
It does exist.
of-
We just haven't played it because people aren't available. I mean,
I haven't seen it, so therefore it doesn't exist.
you're right. It's like Santa Claus. The the worst part about wanting to do more stuff like that is that it means that I would have to because I'm already using up 2 days of the weekend, right? And, you know, I want to hang out with Grant because he's a cool guy, and I want to hang out with Saba because she's available, and then I want to hang out with Dave because he's, like, nice texture to have, you know, in the group. But then, the only time that all three of these motherfuckers, including myself, are available sorry, not including myself, so 4 motherfuckers, including myself, is like during like a 2-hour window on like a Sunday night, and it's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
God damn it. Did you guys see the I don't know if you guys go on TikTok. I don't, but I get a lot of updates on TikTok from people that I talk to. Did you guys see the TikTok that went viral of the girl who just started her first job, like her first 9 to 5 job, and she was having like a mental breakdown?
Yeah,
I think so.
Imagine using TikTok. Yeah, it was essentially, it was just like this teenage girl who was talking about how like it's her first 9 to 5 job. Her commute, like her job is in the city, so she has to drive. Normally her drive just by land should be about half an hour, but due to the insane traffic conditions of going into the city, it's 90 minutes. There is no public transit to just kind of bypass that from where she lives. She would have to drive like 60 minutes to a subway station, and then that would take 30 minutes to get into the city. So it's 90 minutes whichever way she goes, right? And then she's talking about how like she does her full shift, her full 8 hours, but then doesn't actually get to she doesn't actually get home until like fucking 6:30, obviously, because, you know, 90-minute commute back, more or less, because of traffic once again. And then she gets home and she's like, I'm so fucking exhausted, I can't work out, there's no time to like do anything. And then once it finally gets to the weekend, I'm so exhausted that I'm just trying to recover so that way I have enough energy to do my job on Monday. How do people do this? Am I supposed to do this for the rest of my life? And it's like this really, I don't know, it's like this really hilarious thing of like the comments of that video, because once again, it went like semi-viral, but like the comments of that video are like not even like perfectly 50-50 split. I want to say it's like 75-25 split of like the 75 is people being like, yeah, it sucks and I'm so sorry that you're just figuring this out now. And then the other 25% is like, get over it, I do 10-hour shifts, you suck. You know what I mean? And it's like, make me upsetty.
Yeah. Things that make me go,
Thing that make me go, All right, let's take a look at what this continent looks like. By the way, I do want to point out, I'm definitely gonna steal the fucking map for this game and just use it at some point, because the idea of an entire world map in the Pokemon universe is fucking sick. That's so cool.
I mean, is it globe?
Where do you want to go? Oh, we have so many.
Is it like a?
Let's see.
I mean, does the map like loop around? Is it an actual global map?
No, it's flat.
I mean, the grander world map might. I'm not sure though.
What'd you call me?
That's a grand, not grant. Okay, so everything here is super difficult. I do not want to go here.
Every other PMD game has their own fucking continent-wide map, so.
Yeah, but I like the idea, but it's not like at this level. Like if you like in Explorers of Sky, it was like a zoomed in, like more not even topographical, but like more like landmark based map, right? Because you would see like, oh, this is Crystal Cave, oh, this is the hot springs, right? And it would be specifically on the map. Whereas in this one, it seems like it's just like an actual like larger geographic map. And then when you get to the specific continent, it shows you the smaller one. And I think that's really cool. I really like that. Oh, no, wait, did I try to buy? Oh, I did try to buy from him. He had some Reviver Seeds and I bought them.
There was the mention of Captain Crawdont earlier, and that reminded me of
YOC?
What the fuck? No, Captain Haddock from Tintin.
He talking about the fucking drum?
Captain, it's only Tuesday.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about the movie, which was really fucking good and was super underrated, and I was wondering if you guys remember it.
I fucking love the Tintin movie. Did you know that there's a game coming out?
Really?
Yeah, Tintin and the Cigars of the Pharaoh.
I'm
if I remember, I would have to double check, so don't take my word for this, but I do believe the cutscenes for that game is made by the same studio that made the movie.
I'm surprised they did that. But Yeah, I don't know. I thought the movie was really, really good. I remember specifically rewatching bits of it and getting to the part where they fucking sword fight using dock cranes and being like, man, this feels like something Zach would fucking love.
Not even, well, because so I would like to say that, like, in my mind, when I think about that movie, I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of my memories have been poisoned by, like, posthumous reviews afterwards, because that was the Tintin movie was one of those movies where people were like, it looks uncanny, and it kind of does a little bit, where it's like the proportions on the characters are designed to reflect the comic for the most part, but yet it's rendered in like this hyper realistic way that it's like, it's like a little uncanny. But at the same time, now that you're mentioning that, I'm like, dude, that movie was fucking sick. You remember the part where he's like on a motorcycle and they're riding through this town as the town, I want to say it's like either getting flooded or it's exploding. It's one of the It's one of the
So
two.
what happens is that they're like riding down from a dam, and Tintin and Haddock are chasing the guy who has the thing, and Haddock grabs a bazooka off the ground and points it at them, but he has it backwards, so it shoots backwards, hits the dam explodes, and they are being chased by a damned water flooding them.
I fucking love that so much.
Specifically, not only is the water
You know
falling
what?
behind
Fuck
them.
this. I'm gonna, after we're done with stream today, I'm gonna watch the Tintin movie again.
I was gonna say, not only is the water behind them, specifically a giant chunk of dam falls off and starts grinding on the road towards them.
Oh, that's so cool, man. By the way, Silveroon, 100% correct. This is absolutely the same continent from Explorers of the Sky. It has the exact same shape, and it even has fucking Friendly Meadow. Friendly Meadow was a location, which I don't remember being very difficult, but whatever.
I also want to remind you guys that in the Tintin movie, Tintin himself, in one shot, not hitting people, hitting machine parts with one bullet from a Luger, or not Luger, a small handgun, takes down a fucking airplane. Not only takes it down, lands on the water, gets in there, like, manages to subdue the two people flying it, fixes it, and then flies it over to a continent. From the middle of the ocean. He does this.
Fucking sick.
Genuinely.
I don't mean to tangent, because I would love to talk more about Tintin. But did either of you, because I know I talked about it a lot back when I was watching it all the time, but did either of you ever get around to checking out any episodes of Lupin the Third?
Nope.
That feels like the kind of show that you would also love.
First off, Lupin the Third is incredible. I highly recommend it. Well, rather, I don't recommend just watching Lupin the Third like I did, because there's a lot of stuff in there that's like not worth it, honestly. But there are definitely is that fucking Shaman?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Legendary.
Hello, Mr. Legendary again. Yeah, sorry, what was I gonna say? The thing I was gonna say, there are lists that you can find online of like top 50 episodes of Lupin the Third. I highly recommend just like I mean, I guess I could just post one, but like watch those episodes wherever you can find them, even if you have to pirate them, and then ignore the other like 300 episodes that are in, because they're not really that worth it. But the reason I bring this up in response to Adrian's thing of like Tintin taking down a plane with a single shot or whatever, I talked about one of the reoccurring characters quite frequently from Lupin the Third, which was the femme fatale, like Fujiko. And I want to reiterate that freaking Hayao Miyazaki, lead director of Studio Ghibli, one of his first animating roles was doing like specials for Lupin the Third, and like I hated Fujiko for the most part, because it was like once in a very long while she would actually be like a worthwhile character. Like most of the time it felt like they just had her there for the tits and to like stoke conflict within the main group. But when fucking Miyazaki got his hands on Fujiko, she turned into a fucking badass. Like they straight up did this thing where like she's introduced in the episode where like she's been captured by people who want to like essentially restart the Nazi party, I want to say. She's been captured by them, and they're like, listen, we know who you are and we know what you're capable of, so we're gonna strip you to nothing and then give you a singular robe so that way we know you're not carrying anything. And so obviously they don't show you this whole process, they just show like the before and the after where now she's wearing the robe, and she's like, you know this doesn't matter, right? And they're like, ah, whatever. And then lo and behold, like 30 seconds later, it's this awesome scene where like the guy is monologuing and she's not paying attention to it at all, and you realize that she's actually like observing her environment so that way she can mentally plan out this crazy like fucking kung fu nonsense that she's about to do. And then she like single-handedly takes on like 16 Nazis that are all trying to like kill her with fucking guns and grenades and shit. And her arms are bound for a minute, but then she like has a guy shoot her at the exact angle where it cuts the ropes and stuff. And I was like, dude, this is fucking sick. And it's this entire like awesome scene where she's just kicking all their asses. And then in order to like defeat the main guy who was on the plane, she throws a stick grenade back at him and it explodes, destroying part of the plane. And it turns into this whole thing where like now the plane is slowly crashing because it was on autopilot, and so Lupin and the gang have to like go rescue her, which they were planning on doing anyway. And they do this whole thing where it's like now it cuts to their perspective and they fail. The plane crashes. They do not get to her. And they're like, oh my god, Fujiko's fucking dead. And then it cuts and it does the classic thing where Fujiko just like walks up and she's like, what are you guys looking at? That looks expensive. And they're like, oh my god, Fujiko, you're alive? What happened? And she was like, oh yeah, I jumped out like super early on and I got into one of the planes that was shooting at you while you were pursuing us. And it turns out if you go back into the episode, you can see a tiny black speck jump out of the plane into one of the biplanes that's pursuing them. And then suddenly that plane just goes meow and like flies away. And I'm like, dude, Miyazaki, you can't retire? Are you shitting me? This is like one of the first things you ever did. This is incredible. Oh, God. Anyway. God, I love that show so much.
I mean, Miyazaki has come back from retirement a handful of times already.
He's literally back from retirement right now because his son put out a movie, like the movie that his son is producing is coming out relatively soon, and it's like, dude, come on.
I just wanted to mention a less like, not as spectacle, but I still think it was really cool moment in Tintin, which is like near the climax, or basically the climax, where like Haddock is fighting Sakharine, his like rival, where they have like generational rivalhood from their families and their fathers and whatnot. And Haddock is getting his ass handed to him repeatedly. He loses the crane fight. They get into a fight where Haddock has like some pole stolen from like a ship, and Sakharine has straight up a cane sword, and Sakharine clearly kicks his ass in that too. And just when Haddock starts getting the upper hand by throwing a bunch of bottles of like glass beer at him and shattering them, like Sakharine manages to like take basically the treasure hostage, be like, I'll burn this if you go any further, you have to surrender now. And just when it seems like Haddock had a tiny bit of hope and then lost immediately, Tintin bails him out by swinging from a rope, stealing the thing, and the camera shows Tintin, like it focuses on him swing through the rope, grab the thing out of his hands, and before, like, Haddock was like on the floor, like begging, and Sakharine's standing there, and it cuts back to Sakharine, like a close-up on his shocked face, and then it zooms out slightly, and Haddock is literally face to face next to them. They're both looking at Tintin, like looking, as they slowly turn to each other, like, huh. How about that? And then just cuts to Sakharine being thrown off the ship into the water. And I just really like the cinematic like cutaway of you imagining Haddock sneaking up to directly like kissing distance of Sakharine, like Haddock sneaking up while Tintin distracts them, only for them to finally, because you know the entire movie Haddock is strong as ox and Sakharine's like an old like small guy. But like at every corner, Sakharine obviously outsmarts and outskills him until that very moment, and it's just very satisfying. It's a good ass movie, dude. It has despite the semi-realism, it does. I feel like it has kind of the Kingdom Hearts thing where like the stylization of it saves it a lot and still holds up. But yeah.
I could agree. Like, I'll ask you, this is, once again, not really a tangent, it's kind of just springboarding off of that. Did you watch Polar Express? I'm assuming everybody did at one point, but do you remember Polar Express?
I did, and I don't remember fucking any of it.
I remember the drift scene.
The fucking...
Yeah, I remember that fucking...
Left! Right!
Yes,
Left!
of course. That's fucking
Right!
legendary. I love that shit.
God!
I don't remember
fucking
anything
love
from the
that
actual
movie.
movie. I do remember from the video game where you're like running over top on the train, and if you fail to duck or whatever, the kid just gets smacked in the face and rolls backwards several times if you don't duck a sign, and it's really violent.
Oh!
I saw that from the Only Plays, and it was so fucking funny.
I watched Snapcube's full playthrough of that game, and I watched her go absolutely insane, which was really fun.
I was gonna say that part where where he's standing on the train and gets decked by signs repeatedly is so fucking funny.
I swear Miyazaki could crawl out of his own grave and make another masterpiece. Oh, absolutely. I don't know, man. I feel really weird about Miyazaki. How do you guys feel about the meme/real life scenario of like Miyazaki produces some of the most beautiful, hopeful pieces of media that the world has ever seen, but he as a person is really grim and stubborn and frustrating. And then you have fucking Junji Ito, who produces some of the most... Junji Ito, who produces some of the most fucking depressing, horrific shit in the world, and then you talk to him, and he's just a really sweet guy that's just really happy to be alive. You know? Oh my god, did all my... No, my audio! Fuck!
I will say...
Wait a second, let's get back to the content.
I was gonna say, wasn't there an interview
really
with...
have to restart with fucking 30 minutes left? Are you shitting me? God damn it.
Oh, can Zach not hear us?
Can still hear audio on this end. No, I know.
Oh.
The problem is that I accidentally just twiddled the fucking cable a little bit. So now the audio is going through, like all the audio on my computer is going through my PS4 controller. So
Yeah,
I cannot hear anything, and I can't fix this,
Yeah.
unfortunately, without restarting my computer. So I gotta give me a second. I gotta make a
Imagine.
Well, I guess it's
save
just
on
you
my
and me,
very
Grant.
legitimate
It
videos.
is once
All right.
again.
I'll be back in a second. Stop it. Sorry, everybody.